I wanna be the big man, wanna wear the big pants, wherever my heart goes, wherever my dick lands. I wanna be the big man, wanna wear the big pants, wherever my heart goes, wherever my dick lands. I wanna be the big man, wanna wear the Jinko jeans, wanna be Shaq when he dunk on me. Took a whole lot of crap, so I snapped on Pete. Pete is my inner bitch, he do not handle shit. I just simply do not wanna be weak. Society don't give a fuck if I bleed. Big man, big man, big man, big man.
Woo! We're back like a goddamn hemorrhoid. Oh, you thought you got rid of me? Preparation Nation, where you couldn't burn this some bitch out with the goddamn lava from Pompeii. You're gonna be goddamn nestled in some goddamn ash, jerking off. You know what? That's how they're gonna remember you through the millennia. Oh, that's the motherfucker that got caught in Pompeii jerking off. He's just waking up. So that's not gonna be me, because I'm made of solid gold. You can't burn me with lava. You can't burn me with anything except for gonorrhea. Burned twice, 1979, within a 3-month period. I was versatile. We're back. Introduce yourselves.
Hello. I'm Lita, and I'm here doing the show. I'm usually not here because I am a busy woman. I also do art stuff. I like long walks in the cemetery. I really fucking love wine. I'm sad I didn't bring another bottle. That's me.
Hi, I'm Eddie, and I'm 2 minutes sober. My last toke of weed was right before George started talking. I'm here. I'm doing, what I want. Talking on a mic. How we doing? Having a good day. Great to be here. Man to my left, what's your name?
Hey, it's Brian Sargis. And my favorite color is purple.
Fuck yeah, dude. In many ways,
I like turtles.
fuck it.
Turtles
Brian,
are
you
cool.
are the grimace of my life.
Thank you.
I feel like, or the Hamburglar. I feel like you could really pull off some black and white stripes. Come around here taking burgers.
Oh, I would love that. That was a dream as a child.
Being the Hamburglar.
Watching the Hamburglar, formative years.
Remember back in the day when they would have like those McDonald's toys, but they were like the characters of McDonald's?
Oh yeah, remember the
Yeah.
ones that transform?
Yes!
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that
So you know where you
shit.
can find them bitches?
eBay.
No, even easier. Just
Wait.
go to like a Goodwill or a rundown
yeah.
place, because somebody's grandma is pissed off and threw away a whole toy box,
Mhm.
and you'll find wild shit.
Mhm.
I
You
found
can find
them on eBay for like you can get a whole lot of them for you can get the whole year's worth.
you can get every PlayStation
For like
game
$100.
ever for $2.
Yep. That's true.
Green Growers has them.
What? All the PlayStation games?
Yeah.
Every
They might have
PlayStation
some.
2 game.
I have so many PlayStation 2 games. They're just sitting in the fucking basement.
Dude, I
doing
gave
nothing.
my PlayStation 2 to my kid when I got an Xbox,
Oh.
and I had a bunch of games for it. And she like played it a little bit, but then once she got her own Xbox, she was like, "Oh, you can have that thing back."
Do
No
they
respect.
Still, do they work still?
Oh yeah, I got one in there. Like I actually should set it up. I should have like a switcher and have the systems that I have that still work out.
I have like a PlayStation 2. I have the first Xbox.
I have one of those somewhere around
Yeah.
here.
And then I have I have the Atari game.
Dude,
I have Sega CD.
I won my Xbox when I used to work at this place called Interpunk, and it was like fucking like before iTunes. It was where you could get like punk rock stuff online. Like Hot Topic used to order all their shit from us. So we would have like wild ass shit happen in the place because they just came into money. So they have like fucking parties. Where was I going with the story? God damn it! I didn't even smoke yet.
Atari.
Oh, Xbox. So me and the other dude that worked, in a receiving area with me. We both went outside because we were smoking a blunt because it was right before the Christmas party.
Nuh-uh.
So both of us walk outside. We're late going in, and they're already like giving out the numbers for the fucking shit. It keeps going through, and all these people are pissed off. They're like, "Man, nobody won the PlayStation or the Xbox yet," and we are high as shit, laughing at everybody. And then they're like, "Aaron." And then they match up his number, and he gets the PlayStation 2. And then I'm like laughing, because I knew there was only one present left, and I got the Xbox. Everybody was so fucking pissed at us.
Hell yeah.
Like we walked in stoned and got the coolest presents.
Were you like, suck it?
No, we didn't. Like
dance?
after he won his, I knew I was gonna win the Xbox because there was like we were the last two people, and I was like,
That's fantastic.
Dude, that's awesome.
But yeah, they had games that I didn't know that you could get for PlayStation that you couldn't get for Xbox. I already had an Xbox. There were old UFC games from like before I even had like Lily that were on that like on Xbox that you couldn't get on any other system.
Damn.
So
I mean,
and they look like old WWF games.
You could get, like there's, I mean, it's like that though with both the platforms. I mean, now you can get games and
like,
you can interchange platforms right now, but back in the day, like Halo was only available on Xbox.
I'm waiting for the Steam Deck, not on this Xbox that's like out now, but the next one's gonna have a Steam Deck, and the only reason I want it is because I don't like the main people I play like Grand Theft Auto with are on Xbox.
Yeah.
So I keep getting an Xbox, but with that Steam Deck, there's this Wolverine game that's only gonna come out on like PlayStation because of Sony, and I want that game so bad. Like they've shown previews of it for like the last 3 E3s, and it's bloody as fuck. It's like he's ripping people apart with his claws. So I'm like, all right, I gotta
want
get this game.
the new Hellraiser, but
Yeah, that one looks good.
It looks so good.
There's another game that's for Xbox. Brendan was telling me about it the other day. It's like Hell something or other, and it's like you're a demon. Like it's like he's like this shit is fucking badass. So like that might be the next one we get to tide us over until 6 comes out.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
That's gonna be forever, dude. I have a feeling they're just gonna push it again.
Well, November's enough time.
But
They've
honestly,
pushed
like,
it 3
I
times.
wouldn't mind as long as it's like, you know, get your shit perfect, dudes.
Well, the two things that I like that Rockstar does, they don't do what EA does, where they micro like transaction the shit out of you for anything cool.
Yeah.
Because I have I'll play that the EA UFC games, and I'll be relatively good at them. But you still can't, like in Grand Theft Auto, if I want to get a Lamborghini, I can fucking play the game for like 2 days and be really lucrative and get that Lamborghini. On EA games, they have 2 different types of currency.
Yeah.
And it'll be like the one you earn in the game, and then you can transfer it to like $2 in this other one. But the other one you can buy for like $45 for like 2 of them. They are terrible.
Yeah, no, EA are
the worst.
They're by far the worst. And it's really all like FIFA's fault, all those FIFA fans.
Oh, yeah.
Because they would just throw so much fucking money at it that EA was like, hey, wait, people will pay for all of this stupid like gambling?
You know what game they could make a shit ton of money from if they still made it? Or like that college football game. I don't like
No, they brought it back.
I don't like college football. Never have. My younger brother would be like, you don't like college? I'm like, no, it's boring as fuck. Like, wait until they're all the best. Then I'll watch. It's like watching minor league fucking baseball. I'm not watching that shit.
It's true.
But like that game, it has so many fucking teams on it that if you just made a person pay $1 for each team, like to use that team, you could get a shit ton of money in like 2 days, because there's like people that like, I don't know, I like University of California, San Obispo, and like they would want to play with that team.
Yeah, so. Have like all the ridiculous like small colleges.
Because I can see it with FIFA, because they have so many like La Liga, all this other stuff that's on top of it. That's like they have all that stuff on the game, like English Premier League teams, and then they have other teams. Yeah,
they have a lot of leagues, but then you get to a point where it's like they'll just have like a good team from like Greece or like I'm trying to think of other like Romania. You know, they'll just be like, we're not actually putting in all the work. We'll just take like this one team that's kind of good.
You know who really pisses me off more than them? Ubisoft. Ubisoft makes you sign up for like an email and respond to the email until you can play their game. That's fucking retarded. I done paid you money. I'm not giving you my email address. Let me play basketball. I'm trying to dunk. But it's gonna happen. We haven't been on in a couple weeks. A lot of stuff has happened. A lot of stuff.
Yes.
A lot of stuff. Well, let's talk about the positive stuff. Lita, you got a bunch of stuff to talk about like this week.
Yeah, so this week I'll be at the Wine and Craft Festival. Come see me. Come look at my stuff. Maybe buy something. You know what you should do is bring your girlfriends and y'all go drinking wine get nice and drunk,
And
and
then
then come to my tent and buy stuff because that's usually what happens.
Nice.
And I love it. Yeah, hit me up. I've actually got quite a few new pieces that I'm showcasing. Not a lot of paintings. I think I'm holding those off for Festival of Leaves, but I do have lots of oddities, like a ton of them to sell. So come see me. I do have some pop horror art if you're still into that kind of stuff. I have neat little pillows, and I've got a Tutti fucking Fruity picture. And I'm actually working on, if you like The Thing, like from the 80s thing.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Fantastic Four.
No.
If you like rock, motherfuckers.
No, so I'm creating the movie poster, but in pop art form. So that's gonna look really cool.
You know what?
That's
You
awesome.
know what you could paint for me?
What's that?
Picture of Mr. T with his arms crossed with a word bubble that says, "I pity a great many fools."
I could do that. That's probably doable.
Pity.
I'm working on Ken Worthy. He's missing. He's MIA right now. He's taking care of some family business. But his birthday's coming up, and I've got a dope ass picture I'm working on that I think he will absolutely fucking wig out on.
I think you surprise everybody when you come with a painting because it's like obscure shit that only they know about. Then you're like, what the fuck?
I like making my friends get like birthday gifts. I'm not I don't know people. I mean, I do know people that well, but you can't buy what you like.
Mm-hmm.
If I know somebody likes like mushrooms, I can go out and buy like a little mushroom trinket, or I can make them a really cool fucking mushroom picture, you know?
Yeah, Chris's
And
last.
that's like a one of a kind thing. So
You got to get unique shit for Chris anyway. Like I got him
Yeah.
a flux capacitor last year.
You do.
Like Yahtzee said.
You do. Not that like I think he is appreciative of anything that like you get him because it's the thought that counts. But
Yeah.
I always like to put a little spin on it because he's definitely the first person I met here in Front Row. So he is my first Front Royal friend.
Oh, wow.
He's
sure.
a lot of people's. That
Yeah.
motherfucker knows everyone.
Yeah.
He
but
just starts collecting them.
Here's a funny story. Like when we first went to Vinova, that's the place that he was working at before.
Bless you.
I was sitting with Adam at the time, my husband, and we, were ordering a meal, and Kenworth comes out and he's walking, take a cigarette break, and he like stops mid-step, and he knew Adam. He knew Adam 15 years before when Adam and his dad used to come and work at the store that he was, sous chefing at like 15 years prior to that. So yeah, he does know like a small fucking world. I would have never known. They were talking and chatting it up. I didn't know him at that point, but then Adam introduced me to him, and that's all she wrote.
You know what? I also have had a meeting with somebody that I knew from another part of my life that knows Chris.
Really?
I fucking I teach a guy. He does Muay Thai, and I taught his kids jiu-jitsu for like 8 years.
Yeah.
And then we started doing the podcast, and he came up to me one day. He was like, "You know Chris?" And I was like, Chris, like, and I was thinking of somebody from the gym, and I was like, "I don't know." He's like, "Kenworthy," and I was like, "You know Chris?" And he was like, "Yeah, you're doing a podcast with him. I used to smoke weed with him."
So wild.
So
Small world.
Yep.
Chris used to get a ride from a dude whose older brother was my friend. And like I hung out with the younger brother. So like a dude I know used to drive him to O'Connell,
Dude,
to high school.
That's wild.
it's a small world.
Yeah.
I was trying to sing that too. It's a different world, but I don't
Yeah,
know the
it
theme
didn't-
song
yeah,
to a
I
different
don't think
world.
it worked out for you.
No, it
It's
didn't.
okay.
Where the
So make your own
delinquents
theme song.
of Northern Virginia are right here. That's what's up.
Dude, like I recently, in the last like 4 months, I've started working in Sterling instead of working out in the Shenandoah
How
area.
you like that?
Well, I go in early enough that it's not that big of a deal, and typically if I get off by like 2 or 2:30, I don't have to deal with like school traffic, so it's not that bad. But the second you get out of there after like 3 o'clock, it is like every asshole that works at Raytheon wants to drive 2 miles an hour in a Tesla in front of you. So much so that you're like,
That's
yo.
hilarious.
Because then you start looking up stuff, and I'm an asshole. I start looking up stuff for deficiencies in Teslas. Like, what could I do to fuck with this person? And did you know if you pull in front of a Tesla really fast, you can make them spill their coffee all over themselves? Because it has auto braking in that bitch. So you just slam on your brakes, and they'll spill their coffee
Perfect.
clean all over themselves.
Perfect.
Pour
Yeah,
oil
dude.
underneath them.
That's how I know you can always merge in front of a Tesla.
Yeah. Yeah, that car will stop.
They will stop for you.
I did not know this.
That's awesome. Now that I know that.
Just slam on your brakes. Watch that fucking frappuccino just careen across their face.
Yeah, look at the rear view mirror and just see like
See, if you're going down the greenway, you'll see 12 of them like avoiding each other in fucking unison.
That'll never happen to me because I always have a beer.
Dude,
I don't
as
have Frappuccino.
soon as you hit halfway, you hit halfway in between like Winchester and like Purcellville, and all of a sudden the Teslas start coming out like cockroaches. And by the time you hit Leesburg, all you see is like Model S's as far as the eyes can see. It's like, y'all are assholes because it's all the rich people and they aren't buying the old original ones. The people that bought the original version of the Tesla, like most of them have stickers that said like, I bought this before Elon. Like, please don't fuck on my car.
Right.
And all the other ones, dude, I saw the most gaudy shit ever. It was a fucking Cybertruck and it was chrome wrapped. Like, it's like, dude, it doesn't look like a DeLorean. I don't care what you do to that motherfucker. That's to me what it looked like they were trying to do. But it's like, when I see one roll by, it's like watching a
dumpster.
No, watching a fat person roll up to a motherfucking buffet in one of them little rascals. It's the same thing when I see one roll past me. Like, oh fuck, here it comes, and they make the most ungodly noise. Like most electric vehicles are pretty silent, except for that like sound they put on so you don't run over pedestrians. Those ones, like you can hear them coming a mile away. It's
it's like a really low frequency gurgling hum.
It's because those tires they got. I guarantee those tires that they have. Because I used to do tires. That was like one of my first jobs out of high school. Those tires are probably like $800 to $900 a piece.
Yeah, no, they're fucking crazy.
So,
and the fucking rim cover, you have to like take it to the shop to take it off. Like it's like
get a flat
bolted on. Like literally, you get a flat, you're fucked. You can't change your tire.
That's
like it's
so
actually
dumb.
so dumb.
Yeah, like that's like the worst version of planned obsolescence. Like it's like, hey, you can't even work on this motherfucker. Like I know there's some guy online. There's a younger black guy that he bought a Tesla that it wasn't working, and he just kept fucking working on it. He'd call them and ask him shit, and they wouldn't tell him, and he'd have to figure out everything on his own. But he figured out how to like fuck with them, like and like tune them and do whatever he wanted to them. Like take ones that had water in it, fix them, like replace the motors and like the tires, and they don't like it at all because like if he shows people how to do it, they'll figure out like how to not pay Tesla money to go get a new tire.
Yeah, that's fucked up, dude. I would.
Don't buy a car if you don't have you can't work on it at all. If you can't do tires and the equivalent to like an oil change or basic maintenance, they are fucking you. Unless like I understand with like a Mercedes or something like that, like a Ferrari, like you need to be a little bit more skilled. But it shouldn't be like, nah, you're not. I'm not telling you shit. I'm not telling you where you get your fucking oil filter at. Fuck you.
Well, they're counting on the people that don't know how to work on their cars to buy those cars so that they can come to the dealership and like that's the whole point of that.
Yeah, like
it's like anyone that buys a plug and play device.
Yeah,
they don't want to have to deal with troubleshooting or doing anything to it different than
I do see
Rivians
more now, and I think those are the people that probably had Teslas that traded them.
Yeah.
Because there's lots of people with those Rivian trucks, and they're probably the people that were like, I am not buying that fucking Cybertruck. It looks like a fucking box of horse shit. Speaking of boxes of horse shit, so we're still at war.
Yeah.
And the gas price is too motherfucking high. You know what? My mama, like, definitely, my mom has definitely posted a lot of outlandish stuff being very right-wing. And even her, when I called her on Mother's Day, was like, I told her I was talking to her about my new like position. I'm at this new job. I got to drive a little bit further. And she was like, man, gas prices are so high. And normally you wouldn't think much about that. But that lady would defend Trump like about a year ago a lot. And now she's like, nah, gas price is way too motherfucking high. And she doesn't even drive. She does not drive. She like goes to like church groups and like gets picked up by her church friends and other women, and they weave baskets and all this other fucking old women shit. But she does not drive. And she still like sees the prices like they fucking up.
Yeah.
And it's that simple for somebody that supported that dude to be like, yo, he's fucking up. He is fucking up.
I drive a diesel, so I'm, it's like $6 a gallon right now. And that's like
some fucking bullshit. Cause
that's $90.
I saw the breakdown of getting that shit, dude. They get so much diesel when they're making gas.
Yeah.
Like it's that's bullshit, dude. I
Well,
fucking
it's
hate diesel
higher.
prices.
Diesel, like, what's the miles per gallon? Is it like has it
So
it's 6 where it breaks down?
It really depends on how you drive. I have a turbo in my car, so if I'm like pedal to the metal, like, I'm gonna be burning off a lot of fuel. But if it's a straightaway drive and I'm doing 60 and I'm barely touching the pedal a little bit, just kind of coasting, or using my my cruise control, then I can get about 55 to 65 miles per gallon.
Yeah. I know my friend in high school, his parents had a Jetta TDI sedan, and he said he drove from here to Maine on one tank of gas.
Yep. Damn. That's possible. I've definitely gotten almost all the way to Florida. Like I think I had to fill up in Georgia, but before, it was kind of getting. Word of advice: if you're driving down 95 and you need gas, don't wait for the.
Yeah.
Like don't, especially at night, because everything's closed. And I almost ran out of gas, but.
Ooh.
But I made it.
Those last couple moments when you know your car's about to run out and you can see a gas station is like the worst. It's like touching cotton. like, oh, please let me get there.
Right. It's definitely like that.
Some southern towns get you feeling like you're in Jeepers Creepers.
Oh hell
dude.
yeah, dude.
It's horrifying.
I love those
Especially
movies.
South Carolina.
Oh,
Like,
that's exactly what I'm talking about. South
fucking
Carolina.
South Carolina.
You're
dude.
driving through and you're like, oh my god.
And God forbid somebody fucking wrecks their goddamn car on 95. You are stuck on that bitch forever. There's no exits. There's no alternate routes. You're just stuck there. It's like the worst. If you're going to Florida anyway. So.
Right on.
I'll be traveling in June to good old Florida. Ugh. To see my mom. So it's like 50-50. Ugh.
Before I forget, the 2nd of June at 6:30, open mic, acoustic, and clean comedy at Honey and Hops. And we start at 7 and end around 9.
Nice.
Yeehaw.
Get it.
Is it something that's going to be weekly or monthly or?
Probably weekly, but the first time is the 2nd
Nice.
of June.
Get a good turnout. Turn the shit into weekly. How
Woo,
about my boy Sargento?
Woo, woo.
But
I'm not good at that.
Jesus Christ. What else happened in the news?
Let's see. War, gas prices, food prices. I don't know, man. I try to ignore it, but it's hard to.
There's been a lot of advances in biology and health. We're all gonna, in like 5 years, be able to like live pretty healthy, pain-free lives for a long time.
That's
What is
good.
this?
That's good news.
There's like cancer cures and shit.
What?
Yeah, because they remember the protein modeling thing they figured out in 2020.
Oh yeah, the whole
Yeah.
so they could put microchips in us to stop us from being able to go to Curacao or something. They could track us. I know what you're talking about. This whole pandemic.
The pandemic.
I remember.
I like that.
I remember. Yeah, no, that shit is that whole like how they figured out the COVID vaccine. That was a big moment for all that technology, like the whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, the
That's why
protein
everyone was freaking out about it because it was like a whole new way of like curing, right? It would just like change the DNA or something. I
No,
can't remember what
you
it
can
is.
model it.
Yeah, whatever that means. Like you can like
Model protein. If you can model protein folding, then you know how everything's built, and so it gives you. It's like the blueprint. You can model like the blueprint of how it's built from the bottom up.
that's awesome.
It's cray, dude.
That is insane.
I think the future is bright. We just have lots of turmoil of a speech impediment.
It's okay.
in the near future, but then after like 5 years or more, we'll be.
I think, what do we got at 3? Predict 3 more years.
3 more. I know
3
people have
years
these
of-
low predictions.
But then it's gonna be like smooth sailing. Although, like, I don't know, might be a few months where like
Yes.
everything kind of goes stagnant for a while on the fuckery, and I think we'll be okay.
Yes.
Like, no more bad stuff's gonna happen.
Yes.
At least not, without the rule of law applying to it. But we'll see.
Yeah. I know everyone's tired of talking about the King of England in Front Royal, right?
I didn't go. I didn't bother to. Like,
I was surprised.
I know. I'm still like eat the rich kind of person. So
I think a
Like-
lot of Front Royals
I'm
like that.
meh.
And I was like, you picked
I
the
mean,
weirdest place to
right.
Yeah.
It was strange. And I'm not gonna shit on anyone's parade. Like, if they were excited about seeing him and they took the time out of their day to do that, that's cool too. Like, whatever floats your boat, bro.
I wish
But
it was his mom. I wish she was still around.
Yeah.
That would have gotten me to come out.
Yeah.
To see old Lizzie coming down the street.
Hell yeah.
I don't want to see Charles,
Yeah.
They're all bad
and Camilla.
Yeah.
Maybe if Diane was still in the picture.
Oh hell yeah, I'd be there in
Yeah.
a minute for Diane.
But Camilla, like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
What's going on?
None of-
It was just
Can't
strange.
even get the one-off suits to come.
It was odd.
None of them could kiss. None of them.
Huh?
They were all bad kissers.
Who? The royal family?
How do you know this?
I used to party.
Yeah, you and Andrew. Going to fucking Windsor Castle or whatever the fuck.
The only thing that I can respect him for was the speech that he gave. I think it was like a day prior with Trump, and that was very moving because you could tell, like, he was like, "Yo, you guys are fucking up," and not so many terms. That's basically what the speech felt like to me. So I can appreciate that, but as far as everything else.
What could he even be talking about? Like, they're just as bad over there.
Yeah.
Some of the shit that British people spout off is insane. We definitely got racist here, but they got racist in weird ways.
Right.
Like, they're still mad that the Irish come over.
They still be saying cunt in public discourse.
They should be able to.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that word.
Me too.
I don't see
Coot.
the issue with it.
Now I'm hungry.
Oh, what the?
Brian's waiting for an. He's like, yeah. All right. Yeah. So you guys were talking about the king coming
Yes.
into town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The funniest thing about the king is all the front royal came out, and they came out strong, and they showed out for the royal
Yeah.
family.
I mean, that's
So crazy.
And see,
Whatever.
you think I'm meaning positive. I'm talking about the crazy preacher guy that was right outside the barricades being like, God is coming for us all!
oh, that guy.
And
I
then,
didn't see that guy.
yeah,
I
like
wasn't there.
it made the national news, and that's how I saw it. I was like, Jesus Christ. But what I heard was, how they had restaurants from a town like Spelunkers,
Yeah.
and Melting Pot, and one other place were providing food. But our town council had this sprung on them at the last minute, and they told all the food people that they had to have their food there at 7 o'clock in the morning because of all the security. I mean, it was British Secret Service. They had snipers on top of all the roofs down Main
They're
Street.
the most
shit.
secret.
And yeah,
So it was just food sitting out
yeah,
there.
food was sitting there from 7 in the morning until
Oh.
till the king
That's
showed up. And there's a
terrible.
picture of him looking at the pizza and being like, "Yes, there it is. Like, that exists.
Yep.
Where is my watercress?"
Yeah, he literally eats caviar and fucking
But
duck pate.
another
I don't think
video
he
I
cares
saw-
about pizza.
another video I saw was the Virginia State Police showed up in their tactical vehicle, and the British Secret Service turned them away. Like, "Nah, we got this.
That's
You didn't
great.
even need to drive that.
Why are you here?
We international, baby. That's the king."
That's funny.
The governor was right behind the king, like, "I am living in this." That's the thing that made me laugh. I don't have anything to say good or bad about the new governor, but she looked like, "I just stumbled upon this. This is the greatest day of my life." He just said he was coming.
Like, how
I'm
did this
here.
happen?
I'm with the fucking king.
That is awesome.
He just talked shit about Trump.
I mean, he did. That's the only thing that I can be like, yeah, kudos to you. But also,
we talked about this. I don't know if anybody. I know we talked about this in the group chat. But yo, his fingers.
Oh,
they's like little sausages.
They're pretty big.
it's like
It's horrifying. I don't think he can get them rings off. I think they're stuck. Even if
Not
somebody,
he better hope they're not tungsten carbide. He's gonna lose a finger.
oh, he's gonna lose all of them. And then they'll just regrow him a hand. You know, like I feel like what's that shit that they used to talk about, like the Magna Carta, whatever. Like
Yeah.
it preordained. Whatever
Oh.
shit where they're like God is above the king, and then like that
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
like hierarchy shit. If that shit is real, I feel like he's got magical powers.
He's like a little.
Like, they've got like King Arthur's sword hidden somewhere. Merlin's
this is
still
something-
alive.
Maybe we didn't notice it because there wasn't so many pictures back in the day. But maybe this is a thing with all British kings. Once they get their
True.
mystical powers, their fingers swell up.
Yeah.
From all that magic.
Yeah,
or
it
it
has
could
to
be
come
heart
out.
disease.
Yeah, that's probably exactly what it
And
is.
he's got
Magical
big ears.
powers.
Who has
Yeah.
big
Definitely
ears?
retaining water.
He's big ears.
Yeah, his big ears.
I haven't looked at the man's ear. I feel like he's got a lot of weird. He's
got-
got a big nose.
I think his
'cause he's
hands are
inbred.
just too distracting.
He's inbred.
I hope not. Get him out.
Their inbred coefficients are like high.
I think they
dog.
used to be a lot higher, but they did spread it out by having like people from other countries
Yeah.
that were like technically their cousins. But like I know certain families that are royal families had like it really bad.
Well, that's why he has big ears, though. That's like
I
a
can see
sign
that.
of that.
I could see that.
I feel like we all got.
Little eyes.
He just got little eyes.
Big nose is another thing.
His dad looked like the fucking Grim Reaper at the
Yeah.
end there.
Mhm.
That shit was scary. I feel like all of them. I feel like I don't like the royal family, but you got to respect that the queen used to just put on a little head thing, try to hide her identity, and just whip around London. Like she drive fast as shit, and they couldn't do anything about it. They're like, she's the queen. She's
do
able
whatever
to
she
just
wants.
break the law
Oh yeah, dude.
because she is the law.
It's like when you're going towards DC and you see diplomat tags and somebody
Yeah.
driving like a pure asshole. You're like, dude, I wish I could just pit maneuver you into this fucking Jersey wall. Hey,
Mm.
Take that, fucking louse.
you Laotian.
There's too many fucking countries. How can they just all send diplomats? That's
You know,
crazy.
if I was from Laos and there was a problem with like ashy arm syndrome, I'd be like, yo, Laotian lotion.
Oh shit! They should do that. That should be one of their.
Fuck,
biggest...
I'm just gonna rip off Hawaiian Tropic and call it Laotian Ocean. Lotion.
What would be your like mascot? Isn't it like it's the hibiscus for Hawaiian Tropic, right?
It'd be like
Penguin.
three hibiscus and a hot chick.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, yo, and they'll be like Hawaiian Tropic for old motherfuckers. This is for new shit. And I have somebody with a lil in front of their name dancing around,
Yeah.
talking about switch. All right. So, does anybody listen to like newer hip hop at all anymore? Like,
I mean,
like.
I listen
Humpty
to
Dumpty.
like Prof and
Well, no. See, like, and I thought the same thing. I thought that was like newer hip hop, like, but to the streets. Like when I go in, for instance,
Streets.
when I go in, or just for younger people, whenever I go online and I hit trending before I make a video and like put the song over top of it. There's a bunch of songs I have no idea who the fucking people are, and they'll have like little combinations of names that don't make any fucking sense. Like
is
Lil,
it good though?
no, it all sounds the same.
Yeah,
it's
like
a lot
is
of
it
like it's a lot of trap, but that's what's
Yeah.
popular. So it's like no matter what, because the algorithm gets that, and if that becomes popular, that's all they're going to keep playing. But there's some band actually called Geese. Have you guys heard about this band?
I feel like I have.
Yes.
Apparently, Geese and a bunch of newer bands are privy to this thing where they basically pay for hype.
Hmm.
Oh,
What do you
that's
mean?
terrible.
So there's an article came out. I want to say it was NME or maybe even Rolling Stone came out and they like tracked down when they started getting popular and then where all the actual traffic started coming from. And yeah, they were paying for hype.
Damn.
What do you mean, like boosting their Facebook?
Well, not even just that. Like taking it and having fake listeners to boost it up.
What?
So if you list, like, let's say if you have 5 songs on like all the streaming services,
Mhm.
if they all start getting boosted, you don't have to get boosted on one of them, but if all of them notice you're getting boosted at the same level on all of them, you'll start to get in those things where it's like new and hot, all this other stuff. You'll get added to playlists. So they're hacking the algorithm like this company is and creating artificial hype. And then these bands are starting to get like shows on like festivals. So they're not getting their own tours because they can't support that. They don't have a fan base. But if enough people have heard of them because of like that getting pushed out and being on these hot new, people will go watch them. So it's artificial hype.
And then
That's whack, dude.
Then if being get some people to come out, it makes sense. Like it's definitely whack as fuck. But it's like, also, how do you beat the music industry? You know, pumping up their people.
So
because I feel like that's like that's how big artists become big artists is like. They just tell you that they're good.
To a certain extent. But the real way you get longevity
CIA.
and make actual money in music, no matter what era it's in, is touring.
Oh, yeah.
That's the way,
sure.
because unless you signed a 360 deal, if you don't give them any of your tour merch, any of your tour sales, that's how you can actually make a bunch of money. And you keep touring. You go to like littler markets, like you play Huntsville, Alabama, like on one tour, and then you play Mobile the next one. Like you have to hit these little stops, and then people will be like, "Oh, are you going to that show?" But artificial hype is like if you see a band that you've never heard of, and all of a sudden they're on like a festival, they probably were cheating.
You need to build your own audience.
Yeah, like you got to struggle. You need those 5 years of being in a van and writing songs and having to do it.
If you have your own fan base, and I mean, you don't have to worry about any of that. And you don't have to worry about the algorithm because the algorithm will track the fan base. But it's a lot of hand jobs to get there.
Well, the people that are having an easier time right now are probably people that were DIY. Because like if you're willing to do that, the stuff that we used to just have to do to be able to play shows, if you're doing that on top of like writing good songs, I don't think it's hard to get shows. It's hard to get more eyes, but the more shows you play and the more people see your name organically, I think you stand a better chance of getting a real fan rather than somebody that sees your name and sees you on the side stage and doesn't buy your T-shirt because they don't have a connection with you.
Yep.
So
you have to.
Playing shows is like the only way that you can counteract like hype monsters and pay for play music.
It's cheaper.
I mean, I do think artists should get paid for playing shows. But I know when I was playing punk rock and I was younger, it was like you get like $50 a show to split between like 5 people.
Cray.
So like you had to have merch. You had to be like, I'm gonna get these T-shirts, one color T-shirts with this ink, and like another color T-shirt with this ink, and you sell them, you make money. But it's got to be hard right now because there's no tour support. So even if you do get signed, but I was reading something the other day. There's a bunch of different bigger artists that are canceling their tours, and they called it Blue Dot Syndrome because on Ticketmaster, when you don't sell a seat, it's Blue Dot. And I think it might be the disillusion of Ticketmaster because they're charging far too much. That investigation that came out to where they had 2 dudes that were Ticketmaster people talking about how they like charge way over what they're supposed to charge on purpose. They can manipulate the pricing with dynamic pricing. So like for instance, now I don't mind it happening to these people, but it did happen, which means that they'll do it to other people. There was a Kid Rock festival, and they there was regular parking that was $50, and they just changed the name of it to VIP parking and charged everybody $250.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
So I don't like that fan base, but if they do it to him, they would do it to like any other artist that's popular or selling some tickets. Yeah. And if they're going to do it with parking, they're going to do it with regular ticket prices. That shit should dynamic pricing. I don't care how many tickets are left for the show. That's part of the excitement. Like at least when I used to buy tickets at like in line, we used to camp out for like HF Festival or Tibetan Freedom concert like tickets. You have to wait in front of motherfucking Hex or anywhere else.
I remember those days.
Any place that had a Ticketmaster and you had to wait, there'd be like hundreds of kids. You'd be sitting in line like,
you have your
hope
friend
I'm gonna
do
get
it.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. Your friend would go do it, and everyone would give him money.
Oh no, we waited all night. It used to be like a thing.
You were the friend?
Oh no, we'd have like, all right. So Manassas, it was like I don't know what happened, and if this went around everywhere else, but at Manassas we had the Manassas Mall. Adjacent to the Manassas Mall, they had a lot of smaller places that were out on the outsides, and there was this one place called Mattress Warehouse, or it might have been Mattress Depot then.
Yeah, it's Mattress Warehouse.
All right, I don't know whoever owned this motherfucking place. He was a saint, and he was sent from the Lord, because for like every year I was in high school, they had an HF Festival camp out. 1 time, 2 times a year, because they had a spring and a fall one. Cops never came to do anything except for this. The guy was like, "Yeah, you guys can chill in here. Don't break anything. Like just chilled in the parking lot, and everybody waited because you couldn't be on mall property until it hit like 7 in the morning." The cops would come through, and if somebody was underage, unless they had a note, this is how wild it was. If you had a note from your parent that said you were going to hang out with this person that was over 18, the cops didn't even fuck with you.
Yep.
I never saw anybody get arrested. Never saw the cops be like, "Get the fuck out of this parking lot," and everybody got tickets. The only time I saw anything wild is my friend, the drummer from my band, had been banned from the mall for like mooning somebody. And he was standing in line, and he had forgot he was banned from the mall. And then all of a sudden, the mall security guard comes around. He's like, "You're banned!" and starts chasing him.
Shit.
And he's running, and the mall security guard goes to tackle him. And this dude Leo takes his wallet out of his back pocket. He's like, "Buy my ticket," and chucks it into the line. Some random guy caught it and then went up to fucking Brendan. He was like, "Your friend wanted to buy tickets. His money was in his wallet. Here's the tickets." So he got tickets because a random guy actually was like, "I'm gonna get his tickets for him."
That's
Right
awesome.
on.
Out of it could have fallen to so many people that were like,
Yeah.
"Oh fuck you." That's all.
I got $120 free dollars.
Yeah,
This is
like,
back in the day when people were honest, a little bit more honest.
Yeah, like I think everybody had that. We're in this together, and as soon as that
Yeah.
mall security guard started fucking with a kid, all the kids were like, "Fuck that dude! Hope he dies."
I think I've only stood in line at Hex one time, and that was for Ozfest.
Oh yeah.
And that was when
I think-
when Marilyn Manson was supposed to play, and that show did sell out.
You
So
know,
I'm glad I stood in the line.
I was there for that one, but man, I had the inside track for Ticketmaster. I worked at Nissan Pavilion for like 4 years, so whenever anything went on sale, I just had to walk like 100 feet to the fucking front of the fucking amphitheater.
yeah.
But dude, that Ozfest was nuts. I remember I went up there because there was all that hype about Marilyn Manson because they were like, "He's the devil," and he did come up with a pulpit with a fucking pentagram on it, and he did rip a Bible in half. But I had seen so much wild like Gigi Allen shit by that point. I thought he was gonna be cutting himself open or doing some wild shit. And not to say that ripping a Bible in half is like tame, but like when I went up there after seeing like Hated, and I was like, "Remember when Gigi Allen threw shit at somebody and then they stomped on his arm and it broke?" But I remember seeing it, and there was another person that like she was dating one of my friends, and she was like had gone to like Christian school and all this stuff, and I just saw her start to cry, and I was like, "I'm leaving. I'm going back to get some hot dogs."
She cried. That's okay. When
Yeah, like-
when I went there and I saw Tool play, I cried.
Oh,
did
I think
cry.
she was crying because the Bible got ripped in half. I don't even think she was crying because
Oh,
like,
okay.
she was like, "This is appalling."
Oh
I
God.
can't
All right.
believe he did this.
Oh
That
my
was a
God.
fucking piece of paper.
I remember one time Kenny G was doing this thing when he went on tour, and he would blow this long ass note for like 7 minutes, the same
Yo,
note. He would
what?
stand in the middle of the crowd, and he was doing that shit, and all of a sudden he was somebody yelled out of nowhere, "Kenny G sucks dicks!"
What?
Like loud as
Shit.
fucking shit.
That's great.
Probably stopped doing that shit after. He's like, maybe not.
He probably didn't hear it, but
Yeah.
the fact that somebody waited until he was like probably about good 3.5 minutes in before they started yelling shit was classic. Somebody had too many Miller Lights. Just like, "Yo, why we come to this saxophone show?"
I heard they're like those big tall boys are like $28 a can.
Fuck every bit of that.
Fuck. Why would anybody
What?
spend that much? That's
Like,
crazy.
wouldn't like if you go to like 930 Club or something, it's a little bit more expensive, but at least they have better. It's not Bud Light. Like,
It's not $28 a can though.
no, it's like probably like 16 to 18.
Yeah, it's 16.
But I'm also not
fucking
getting Miller
crazy.
Light or Bud Light.
Yeah,
That's
gross.
like because I know if you get a Heineken, it's probably like $42 for a Heineken at that
Yeah.
motherfucker
Oh,
now.
Those are gross.
No, Heinekens are
yeah,
spectacular.
those are delicious.
You are not allowed to have a plate at the barbecue.
Old Mickey's. They're good.
You can have a
Yeah.
plate at the
Mickey's
the,
Big
the-
Mouth.
Yeah, those are okay.
Yeah,
I do
taste-
like them. They're not bad.
They have a big mouth.
I don't hate them.
Not a fan of them.
I prefer the Corona tall boys.
Yeah, if I was gonna
Yeah.
drink something, like if I'm gonna drink something like that, Corona is better than like instead of using actual like hops, they use hop extract,
that
and
makes
that's why it has a
sense.
weird taste to it.
It gives me a headache.
But like Corona, instead of using like any type of grain, they use corn for everything. That's why it has a little bit of a sweeter taste. But it's not rice. It's not fake tasting. It's like So, what do you like better, Corona or Modelo?
I don't drink beer.
Yeah, I don't really like any of that. Have you ever tried some honey and or hops?
I don't like mead. I don't like sweet stuff when I'm drinking. Like seltzers,
fair.
I'm not a fan of.
I like seltzers. I fuck with seltzers. I like mead, but it can't be too sweet or like anything that's with added spice in it or spiciness.
What was it?
Like, that's not really my thing.
What was the band? It wasn't the band Danica was in. It was the one that played with them all the time.
Prodigium.
The Jonathan from that band, he did two things. I remember him making mead, and I didn't drink any of it because he used to come on Dirtbag. But he used to grow fucking hot peppers. The times that we ate hot peppers on Dirtbag was because of him, because he would grow them and then be like, "Try these," and then laugh at us. But yeah, like that's the only time I was ever close to mead at all. But he explained it was like Viking shit, so he was like super amped up about it. I was like, this makes sense for metal people.
Yep.
Why do the Scandinavian people love metal so much?
Well, I think part of it is like a lot of their music, and no matter what type of music it is, if you listen to it, it's a lot more somber than other music, so it kind of like lends well. And I'm sure having like less sunlight during the year,
that's true.
The Viking background, and then probably the pagan roots of fighting against like the early church coming out.
True, you're right.
I know a lot of it though was influenced. Like so, like there was. They did wild shit, but their music was like in the 70s. Like metal music wasn't a bit like it was starting to be big in like the Nordic places, but they still had like ABBA and like more like jazzy like atmospheric music.
It was discotheque.
Yeah,
era.
but then we had our era like
Discotheque.
pretty much started around like when Kiss got popular up until like when the West Memphis 3 got convicted of the Satanic Panic here. And we had the wild bands like Pentagram and shit, and then they influenced the Scandinavian kids, and then them motherfuckers went nuts. I don't know if you guys ever seen fucking Lords of I think it's Lords of Hell, Lords of Chaos.
Yeah, that's actually a true story.
Oh yeah. It's about fucking Burzum and all those guys that are in it. So all that shit really fucking happened. So like they started getting influenced, and they want to be more metal, right? And they like it's almost a performative thing. But some of the people in the scene are like. Even the people that are in bands with these people are like, we need to be more real. And so they start like burning down fucking churches. And there's a wild thing in like Norway and like Sweden. The churches are like old school, so they're made out of timber. So these motherfuckers go up. So there's entire books about like why it happened, like what churches they burnt down. And these were like churches that were like old churches with like hand carved stuff from like the 12th century and shit. And they burned like half the countries down. All right. And then one of the dudes was really wild and crazy, and he would like cut himself on stage, and he was depressed, and like they were supposed to be recording an album. He went home, and like I guess they would like him and another dude in the band would be like, I'm gonna kill myself first. They would like go back and forth, and it was almost like a jest thing. And then they came back to the practice space, and the dude had left a note, and it was like all this other stuff, and he had fucking shot himself. And the last line or the last thing he said on his suicide note was like, "Sorry about the mess." Oh, and then the bass player went in there and took part of his skull and made a goblet out of it and took pictures of him with the body. And all that shit really happened. The stuff that happens in Lords of Chaos, all of it happened. Yep. And like one of the dudes is in jail. He was a singer from Burzum. I think he's out now, but he went to jail for stabbing somebody else. Like,
there's a story about that too. The guy that was stabbed.
Yeah.
I can't think of the name of the movie, so I'm gonna have to get back to you on it. But there's a separate story of like what happened and how he went to jail and how he stabbed this kid in a stairwell or something.
Yeah.
Like chased him and fucking killed him.
Yeah, Lords of Chaos, the book, is like the basis of all of it. That was like the first one that came out like when I was like probably like 15 or 16. That one came out because I remember being like, what's up with all the people with the corpse paint? Because, you know, like we were playing hardcore music, so we were like people were getting in fights and like all kinds of wild stuff. And you'd have like skinheads at the shows and shit like that. But they were like, nah, let's put on fucking like weird Kiss makeup and burn and kill each other. And like it was weird because they were definitely a lot different than like the metal people here. There was like they were more like evil, like spooky folk horror evil. Like they'd be in the woods in the snow, but they'd have like corpse paint on and shit like that.
It definitely wasn't performative. It was their life.
Yeah.
Like it was.
They took it more seriously.
Well, I think it was the dude that from Burzum, the guy that stabbed the other dude. That guy, I think he's the real impetus of everything stopping being like an image, like the way like hair metal bands were here, and it being real. Because that dude was like a big thing with him and the bass player. I think his name was Euronymous. They fucking hated each other, even though they were in the same band, because the one dude was like, you went and took pictures of him. That wasn't real. Like, you know, like, you're fake, and like they would like hate each other and all kinds of other stuff. But wild.
Yeah.
That'd be like if the two dudes like Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons burn each other's house down and fucking
wild
That would be
stuff.
crazy.
The one
I'd
guy
pay good money
actually
for
was
that.
a cat.
Dude. So horror movies are coming out. There's a bunch of new stuff coming out. And I'm very surprised because usually they wait until like middle of summer. It's not like a spring release time for horror.
Yeah, there's quite a few this month. There's Obsession. That's supposed to be real good. Saccharin is what I'm looking at right now because it's an independent film and it hasn't gotten a lot of like hype. It's supposed to be about this woman who's a little overweight. She's also working at I guess in some sort of like medical field where she's working with cadavers, and she figures out a way to make a pill that makes you lose weight, except it gets out of hand. So it's kind of like the monkey's paw and Thinner.
Oh,
You've
Thinner's
seen
good.
Thinner's a great movie. So it's kind of like that where you know be careful what you wish for because it might overtake your life a little bit. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. That's Saccharin. Obsession's about a guy that uses some sort of like totem to wish for this girl to love him unconditionally. And then she does. So it kind of spins out of control. A neat little horror love story. I like those. Hokum, yeah, that actually comes out. I think it came out this weekend, or it's coming out this weekend.
I just saw there was a lot of bigger names in it for a horror movie.
So if you liked Oddity, which is another Irish folk type horror movie that came out prior, you're gonna love Hokum. I've got mixed reviews. Like people who didn't like Oddity didn't really like Hokum, and then people who liked Oddity absolutely adored this movie. So I was on the fence with Oddity because it's such a slow burn. I love Irish folk, but if it's too boring, it fails to hold my attention. So I'm hoping that Hokum's going to be a little bit different. But the one movie that everybody should be excited about is Evil Dead Rise.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Has anybody seen
My fave.
the trailers for that? I am actually pretty fucking stoked for it. So I ended up catching like a tiny like 15-minute sneak peek, and I will tell you if the last movie blew you away, this one's gonna be fantastic.
Oh shit!
I personally love the Evil Dead remake because it made it a little bit more serious. It still had like the funniness to it, but it definitely had the seriousness to it, and it just scared me. And then of course the second one that came in was really good. So this one's gonna be great. Evil Dead Burn, I think. Is it Burn? Yeah, Evil Dead Burn. Evil Dead Rise was the one prior to it.
I just know there's a Red Band trailer for this movie where you just see the main character, her face and everything's from her, like a third person view of her trying to run away, and you just see fucking bodies flying and people getting grabbed.
That's the one I saw. I saw like a 15-minute version of it. Someone shared a link. This is Evil Dead Burn.
Oh, okay. That's fucking crazy.
You know what it sort of reminds me of? And I think like I think Resident Evil 7 took a lot of cues from the original Evil Dead movies in terms of the isolation. You're in a cabin, And then this one reminds me of that opening scene, and like, cause you got Resident Evil 7 when the PlayStation VR thing came out.
Yeah.
And that was really close to what I saw the footage from that, to where it's like people crawling around and there's just different viewpoints, and you're like,
Yeah,
what the fuck's
you're
going
seeing
on?
it in first person view,
So
which is fantastic. I love that.
spectacular.
Yeah. So that one's gonna be good. I'm sure there's like a couple more that are coming out this month, but those are the main ones that I've been following personally. So, speaking of Resident Evil, they are remaking that movie.
So Resident Evil.
I don't know if it has anything to do with the storyline. I just saw it
Well, the
pop
original
up, and I'm like,
movies-
wait a minute.
The original movies really didn't like. So this is what I'll say: the original Resident Evil movie was really good, but it wasn't like the video games, except for in like a couple of things. Like it had characters from the video games in the same spots, killing people that they did in the video games.
Right.
Like the liquor, but the liquor wasn't that hard to beat. It wasn't like there was a bunch of them. Like within like the first like 5 different like loading screens, you get a liquor in Resident Evil 2 that just drops off the ceiling, and you kill that motherfucker with a handgun.
Yeah.
So he shouldn't have been like the be all end all, like Nemesis or like a bunch of zombies. Like that was my complaint about it. Other than like 2 or 3 scenes, they didn't have enough zombies to where it was like, because in Resident Evil they were all slow and then they would lunge at you, but it was like you had to like weave in and out of them and like run away from them. And they didn't show any of that. Like if there were zombies, somebody was getting their arm bitten.
So I'm wondering, because I've only seen a handful of trailers, and nothing really gives me any sort of idea as to whether it is supposed to follow the original video game or not. But do check it out, and then tell me what you
What
think.
if it is the original game?
The original game
Like,
is so.
What's the one where you're in the mansion? That's not.
That's the original.
That's the
one.
original.
Well,
The
the first
original.
2 of them, you sort of the mansion is involved, but the first one you start off sort of like running towards the mansion. You get inside the mansion, it's you and the guy that ends up being the bad guy, Wesker or whatever.
Yeah.
And you are either Renfield or forgot Jill Valentine, I guess.
Yeah.
And you go through it, and you can switch back and forth.
Oh.
And then the second one, you're Leon, and you go like you're a rookie, and you go into the police station, but you end up getting into the mansion at some point.
Yeah.
I like the second game better.
For sure, Leon's definitely the better. That's why they should remake. Is it the 3rd or 4th where you're like in Europe, saving the president's daughter? That's like I feel like they need to do that because that's like such an iconic game, at least for me. Like that whole.
Well, like he has the saddest ending out of everybody in that whole like storyline. He ends up dying from the virus. He gets it. Damn. He still like kills a bunch of like bad guys.
Yeah.
But he ends up like having like a time clock before he's gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
So, but the Resident Evil 7 is fucking weird as shit. If you go all the way through that game, through the storyline, they're like one of the main characters has the virus the whole time, and they don't tell you.
What?
Yeah,
that's fucking wild.
Yeah, there's all kinds of like they start talking instead of just being the actual T virus outbreak. There's like a fungus that somehow has the virus in it, and it gets way more complicated.
I feel like it's always kind of been oddly complicated.
Yeah, it would be complicated more like the mutations would be different. It would be unstable. This, they're just creating a new mechanism. And I guess they had to after a certain point, because I'm sure in the games they were like, we killed all of the T virus.
We did it. We saved us.
I will say the beginning of the Resident Evil movie, the first one, when they showed like the hive, when it starts like people start dying left and right, that's a fire scene. Like when they show that like girl in the room when it's all filled up and she's like, no, the best scene is when the girl puts her head out the fucking elevator, gets that bitch clean off. But who's making it?
I have no idea. I just like it happened to be a trailer at the end because like I usually nerd it up and I go on YouTube and that's all I watch. I watch horror movie trailers for the entire year. Or things that are coming up, like I'll go to Bloody Disgusting and see their reels on upcoming shit that they're doing, whether it's shorts or, scary movies or conventions. I follow that stuff too.
Dude, Resident Evil, I didn't know this. You know what they refer to this genre as?
What?
Biopunk.
Biopunk?
Yeah. That's right.
What
Biopunk. Okay. like
biotechnology and punk, the same way cyberpunk is. It's
Yeah.
like when
All
it's
right. No, actually, yeah, that makes sense.
sense.
If you're going off cyberpunk and all that, I guess it is.
I tried to
Love
like
that.
that game. I played it for like maybe a month and I just got frustrated with it. It just seemed a lot of like building up your character and
Yeah.
it like I just lost interest. But it was good.
Wow.
Like once I got my character going, I was like, "Ooh, this is cool." But what I did was I would start another one. I'd be like, "Well, I want a new one."
Yeah.
So it was more focused on making characters and not really not really.
All right,
playing
so
the game.
the actual new Resident Evil that's going to come out this year, it takes place during the events of Resident Evil 2.
Okay.
The game, not the actual movie. And it's going to be about a medical courier who was caught during the viral outbreak
Ooh.
and has to survive in Raccoon City.
Okay.
Nice. All right. I think I might enjoy
So it's
that
more
one.
like the Leon game where it is you're just thrown in the middle of like it already being an outbreak.
Dude, hopefully they had a reference.
They had 2 reboots that nobody knew about. Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City came out.
That's actually a
That
pretty
video-
fucking dope movie. If you have not seen that one, it's really surprisingly good.
And then
It really is.
And then they also the failed reboot that I guess was going to end up being a movie eventually was the Resident Evil series that was on Netflix, but they canceled it after one
Yeah.
season.
Oh.
I didn't like
That's-
that one that much. Like
I
it,
didn't either.
I
had that.
I
it
liked
just took
it.
too long to get into it because
Yeah.
you're like,
Also, the guy, the main catalyst of the he died.
Oh.
So I don't know how they would have replaced him because he's such a great character. But I think he died in real life. But yeah, Raccoon City, you guys should definitely see that one. It's a really good. It's surprising. I didn't know about it either until it showed up on Prime as like a suggested. I'm like, huh, I didn't know this was a thing, and it's actually pretty good.
apparently the one that you're talking about, Welcome to Raccoon City, is a combination of the first 2 games, and it is also set in Raccoon City.
Mm-hmm. It's good.
They said it was a flop, but only because nobody knew that Mila Jovovich wasn't in it until after it was already released.
Yeah.
Which is, like she's great and all, but
But that wasn't a game though.
Yeah.
Like that's
No,
the thing.
That's
Like
it was too different. Like
yeah.
you gotta have like the actual, like
if she'd have been a
it's
character in
scary
like the
and
3rd or
dark.
4th movie, it would have made sense because there'd have been time for them to have like a character that was like that. But like
Yeah.
I always thought the thing was like they were just like cops that had
yeah, they're just people that are caught up in the middle of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like she was too connected to the corporation.
Out of
Like-
all the zombie games you played, which one was the scariest?
Well, no, Last of Us.
Last of Us is kind of
It's
bad.
pretty good.
There's one I forgot. Days Gone. Have you guys heard of that one?
No.
Days Gone.
So Days Gone is nuts because it has like the engine supports more zombies on screen than any game. So the horde nature of them chasing you. It's the first video game where I'm getting chased where I was like, holy fucking shit, this is nerve wracking. Like if you turn around, like let's say you're running through a barn and you put up like a wall behind you or like bolted
Yeah.
something down. By the time you get up to the top of the stairs, downstairs, they're breaking it. And then if you like turn around and look, they're getting closer. So it's like
Yeah.
that element of like holy shit, like slasher movie scare
Yeah.
is like in that game. So, but the biggest jump scare I've ever gotten was Resident Evil 2. Like I was playing at my friend's house and they lived in like Haymarket and had like one of those geodome houses, and it was during a thunderstorm and like the top of their house was like a skylight. So like we're playing that shit and like I think it was during the liquor when he like comes down and like lightning went off. I was like, motherfucker, why are we doing this right now?
That is horrifying.
But I get crazy. Yeah.
What was that? What's the one where you're in the house? I played that one on VR. That was horrifying.
That's probably 7.
yeah.
And then there's
That one is
Left 4 Dead. That one's all right, but it's more like Call of Duties.
Silent Hill was pretty good.
Silent Hill was good.
Silent Hill, but that's not. Is that zombies?
I-
I guess
No.
kind of.
I like
They're
the.
more
I'd say out of
monsters.
all the movies that got made out of video games, they did a pretty good job with that first movie of being like
Yeah.
weird as fuck. Like where all of a sudden it would be like, oh, it's snowy. Oh, now we're all on fire.
Yeah. That was the first one was great. All the other ones that followed.
Yeah.
Were
The second
terrible.
one, I was like,
Terrible.
Turn your car around. Don't go down the tunnel. This is easy.
It's like,
Done.
see the fog? Isn't it weird that there's only fog on that side? Don't go down there.
Yeah, that one girl talked to you really nice for 2 seconds, and then everything turned dark, and now she's a demon.
Yeah.
Find them stairs, motherfucker. Leave.
There's another kind of like space movie. It wasn't, or not movie, but video game. Not Halo, but like Halo.
Dead
sort of.
Space.
That was good.
Dead Space is horrifying.
Yeah.
They were good about
Portal?
the lighting.
Portal's not really scary.
Well, yeah, like I was just thinking space. Like,
I
What's
love
the
Portal
typing
though.
one? The Type for Dead. That was a fun game. You'd like try to teach you how to type, and if you type the word, then you killed the zombie.
oh shit.
It wasn't very scary, but it was more just nerve wracking. Like, fuck, I gotta learn how to type.
You know the most tame movie I've seen the most jump scares out of?
What?
Winchester.
Yeah,
She got scared so
I did. I jumped a bunch of times,
What is
but
it?
it's like it's a hokey kind of like horror movie that's supposed to.
It's about the lady who owned the Winchester fortune, that was heir to it. She built this house that it had a bunch of trapped doors that led to nowhere.
Oh
Steroids.
yeah, she
And
went crazy.
so,
get away from the ghosts.
And she just kept having the house built on. And the story in the movie is an explanation of why she did it. And there is a bunch of jump scares, but it had a bad. It came out within a couple of months of Crimson Peak, so I think a lot of people got that movie confused because they were both supposed to be old
Crimson
in the
Peak,
house.
That was a great movie too. That
see,
was
yeah.
good.
They should have
I
made it
liked
R because I wanted more blood.
Yeah, I mean, I would
Yeah,
have preferred it, but it was a great story. Sometimes you don't need that.
And
you
it
know?
had Tom Hiddleston.
Yeah. That too.
Whenever Loki's in a movie.
He's beautiful.
He's a beautiful
fucking-
man.
So Sargis,
Oh yeah.
what do you have coming up?
On the 2nd of June.
No,
Honey and Huff.
you have a show.
Yeah, it's private, dude. It's a private show.
So
You have to be a member. They made me put it on there.
okay,
You're banned.
I don't. Well, I have a show the same day, so I'm not going to it.
Oh, I know. That's right. And because you were like, I was going to go until I got this show. I actually double booked this show.
Well,
that
brag
day.
about your show, God damn it!
Oh no, it's set. They have members.
Yeah.
So it's only you can't share the thing or anything.
Oh, it's top secret show. He's not allowed.
No.
to.
He's playing for the CIA
It's not
in Langley.
They have a beer. They have a beer membership, and only the people that belong to the beer membership are invited. It's for the people that have that beer membership only.
Well,
Is it a limited amount?
Yeah,
maybe they want more people to have the membership. No,
Yeah, look, promote that.
it's a closed group.
yeah, just talk
No,
about their
you-
membership.
Well,
So
what about
punch
my
card?
open mic
yeah. Talk
on
about
the
your open mic.
2nd of June?
Do the open mic then.
That's why I do that one. That's why I'm always talking about that one. Oh, I have I'm at Whippoorwill Saturday and Friday night coming up. And then Chris's party.
Yeah.
And then his Chris's party again. Because I guess you're going up too, Eddie, right? Right?
When? No.
At Chris's party? No?
Is that maybe? Yeah, on the Sunday.
And
I'll
then
be
the day
there.
before.
No, I'm not gonna be there.
Well, okay.
I'm out of town. My father is having a graduation for his school, the last one ever
Oh, that's
for
cool.
him. So I gotta go.
Oh, he's
What school?
He's a teacher.
Horse racing.
Huh?
Horse racing.
Horse racing.
Yeah, his dad's an avid horse racer.
Yeah.
Teaches horse racing.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
teaches the horses how to run. He's really fast.
You gotta get down like this, Seabiscuit.
Yes.
and kick and kick.
He's wearing 80s workout clothes.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
He's wearing the
Whatever.
Yeah, those eye things. It's
Whenever
got a
I think of
number on them.
jockeys, I only think of one jockey. Remember a long time ago there was that redneck dude named Clarence something or other. He won the Daytona or not Daytona 500.
The Daytona 500.
the Kentucky
He
Derby.
was a good jockey.
But he got
Right
off
that
the
one.
horse and he's like, "I like to thank my mama."
He was like had this thick Louisiana accent. So whenever I see horse racing, I don't care who's on that horse. It could be like Shaq on the back of the horse. I would still think like when he gets off that horse, he's gonna be talking about loving his mama right away. Mama.
I don't think I've seen this clip. I gotta look this up. Holy shit, that's awesome. What a world of jockeys, you know?
I wonder what the biggest jockey is. Like, if there's some like
How
jockey
big
that's
he
the
is.
swole jockey. He's
Probably
like,
on the horse that never wins.
You know what I learned is that like the Kentucky Derby, all that shit is like they gotta be under 2 years old.
Yeah.
Like they
oh,
can't
so
be
it's
older.
child racing.
Yeah, like
The horse.
I'm like, when do they show the real horses, the actual adults? What the fuck? We're just racing kids on TV?
Where the horse with pubes at?
Yeah.
Oh my
Real
God.
question: when do horses get that? Are they always hairless? I don't know. I haven't studied a horse well enough.
That would be really awkward if all other mammal species had to wait until like puberty before they got pubes, so they'd have like one hairless section of their body.
It is awkward.
Awesome.
You're dumb.
Brian, you said that like you're not human. It is awkward. It's a real bad time.
It's so crazy.
Like you're like part raccoon or something.
Yeah, dude. You didn't know that? I'm part raccoon.
My mama was half raccoon. You didn't know about this?
Quarter
Coon.
Well,
That's like my kid.
I'm a quarter raccoon, but I was raised possum. I was raised opossum.
Fuck, dude.
Oh, I'm gonna give my kid a shirt. This is quarter coon.
Oh my God.
It reminds me of that South
So
Park.
glad I
episode.
stopped myself. Oh my god. I was just shortening the animal's
It's
name.
okay.
I know.
Fuck.
You don't do that. I knew not to go
Wait
there.
a minute. Don't you get a plate at the barbecue? I feel like
Yeah,
you
he's
could get
allowed.
a pass.
They pronounce you with an A too. Ginger.
Yes.
It's true. All the same letters.
Oh, and on July 7th, no, the 9th of July, I'll be opening for Adam Gable at the Catamount Lounge.
Nice.
The guy from New York?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome. He's
He
fantastic. I know he's coming back.
yeah, man, he's a good comic.
He is funny. What day is this?
The 9th of July
9th of July at 124 East Main Street.
at
Front
Catamount.
Royal.
Yes.
Yeah. You gotta say the full address so that people know.
Yeah, exactly.
Type it into their GPS as we're talking.
They should.
Or you can Google Catamount Lounge.
I Google it sometimes. That shit don't. Some place out in like Ohio comes up. I'm like, what is
Really?
this?
Wild.
It's not even like.
I think
not
it's
even
because I clicked on it before, so Google just knows.
No, for sure. Yeah, like once you do that, but like sometimes I'll type in like Apple Maps and it won't come up at first. I'm like, what?
Weird.
It's some random place. I'm like, I type in like most of the word, you know, and it's like some place that's not even close to the word catamount.
It's like in fucking
It's like Chattahoochee or something.
Bangladesh.
Chattahoochee.
I was like, what the fuck?
They got a cream for that.
Hey,
How you know about that cream?
Chattahoochee cream. When you've been down under too long.
I like to put a little Chattahoochee cream in my coffee
In the morning.
every morning.
Keeps you regular.
Wake up in the morning, put a dollop of Chattahoochee on
A dollop.
Do a dollop.
it. Dude, didn't that used to be $1 for Daisy? Like, because it was like $1 for sour cream?
Yeah. $1 for Daisy.
And now-
Dollop of Daisy.
And now it's,
I'm trying to think of the song. Dollop of Daisy. Da, 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 da. Something like
I'm
that.
confused. Is this a song about like?
It was the
sour
jingle
cream.
of the sour
Of-
that Daisy sour cream jingle. Dollop
So
of
it's about like
Daisy.
bagels
No,
and
it was-
cream cheese.
No, it was a sour. It was just
It
a
was
brand.
showing
you
white
put sour
people.
cream on your bagels? What the? You've been doing it wrong, bro.
That's-
Oh, I'm
be
thinking
cream
cream
cheese.
cheese. Cream cheese.
yeah, it wasn't a cream. It was definitely sour
Okay.
cream, and
It
it
was
was
sour
Daisy.
cream.
Is Daisy even around anymore?
Yeah, yeah.
They're still there.
They're the ones
Yeah.
that are in the bag now.
Oh my god, they are in a bag. What the
squeezy,
fuck?
The squeezy ones.
Why do they have that?
So
You know
can
what
s-
technology
so you
I
can
wish-
squeeze a little bit out.
You know those like little applesauce things kids got? that like new invention that they made, the little bags. Why don't
Yeah.
they put more in that? You could do it, guys. Why did they only put in kids purees in there?
Man, see, like when I had a kid, I stopped getting
I want,
those
like, ice
bag
cream.
things because there was I don't know if it was just Capri Sun that did it, but they would be moldy on the inside.
Oh yeah.
So if you cut
Well, there
open a
was a
Capri
problem.
Sun like for like a extended period of time, like because I definitely saw one that Lily had, and
Yeah.
like you squeeze it and black shit would come out.
Ew.
So
Whoa.
like I was like, nah, you ain't getting Capri Suns no more. Game over. So those little pouches of applesauce, in my mind, they were just full of mold.
It's true. Yeah, you don't
I mean,
know.
you can buy the ones that are see-through, which
Yeah,
is what
yeah,
I
yeah.
do for David. He
Yeah,
gets the
I'm,
clear
like,
jumps.
I'm sure it's like after it happened, like they probably like
Yeah, they
wouldn't-
fixed.
yeah, because it was probably some lazy person like
That shit was
sourcing it.
happening in Arizona cans too.
Oh, dude,
I stopped drinking out of the cans. I started using just the plastic, which is fucked up because the cans are superior.
Well,
Yeah.
it's not like they don't charge 99 cents for them anymore. It'll say 99 cents on the can. They'll be like 250.
That's the store.
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
That the CEO is like, I'll fucking kill you. You raise the price. There's some guy in New York. He's like, I own all this. I'm gonna keep it 99 cents for the rest of my life.
You know, the guy from Costco said he was never going to change that $1.50, and there was a change this week.
They did it.
No, they didn't. They didn't.
Oh,
They just changed that you can get a bottle of water now instead of a fountain soda. now.
what?
So now
So
it's
see-
all included in the price.
Yep. So now, if you want a bottle of water instead of the fountain soda, you can get that. No price going up.
Wow.
And that's how you
saying-
know Costco cares about you.
That's fair. Yeah, they kept it. Well, like, come on, man. You can't get the drink. How much does a drink cost?
It's free with it. It's
But
$1.50.
that's what I'm saying. The soda. Like, how much are you losing on soda?
I think it's probably just because people kept complaining that they wanted water.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
and
fair.
a bottle of water is more expensive than
I
just
see,
their
yeah.
fountain sodas.
But
Makes
they
sense then.
but they
And that
gave it to them.
shit-
They're like, we got water.
Yeah, we have like
Costco.
200 packs in the bag.
Yeah, just open one up. They'll drink like 3 of them in a week.
Like,
These fat fucks are gonna get.
they just
fucking
complained
Dr.
about it. You know they're going to get soda when they get.
Yeah, dude, that dude probably looked at it. He was like, "Yeah, 2 of these fat fucks are gonna get fucking water."
That's it.
Dude, I saw the fattest fucking thing that I've seen out of a Costco. I might have posted in the group. This dude would take a fucking one of the chicken bakes, take the hot dog off the hot dog, put in it, and then put the cheese and the pepperoni from the pizza on top of that. And I was like, "Yo,
Wow.
bro,
Fuck, dog.
what is wrong with you?"
You need help.
Heavy
Oh my
breathing.
God.
And he was like, "This is the greatest clash of flavors ever."
I mean, I probably would try a bite or two.
Yeah, this
I
dude
would
ate the
try
whole
it.
thing. I was like, "You are a wild
Oh,
boy."
that's
You're
yeah.
gonna
I
fucking
can't do
die of
that.
salt
Yeah,
exposure.
dude.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he took the saltiest parts of
He's gonna
everything.
get sausage
Yeah.
fingers like the king.
Oh my God, that's how the king got like that. He's still living so delicate.
It also doesn't help that motherfucker stands like
Decadent.
Mr. Burns with his fingers in front of him all the time.
All the blood's like rushing to his fingertips.
He puts them any lower, they'll pop.
He probably
Right.
almost bites on them shits all the time.
Yeah.
Gnaws on them. I mean, I would.
We got a first aid kit in Camilla's purse for finger injuries.
He needs to start taking some Lasix, though. That's really concerning.
He needs some diuretics.
Bro, take one a day, you'll be fine. You'll pee a lot, but you'll be
I'm
okay.
pissing a lot, Camilla. Someone, do
Maybe
you have your
that's-
shiwi?
Maybe that's why he doesn't take them. It's because he has to pee a lot, and he's like,
I'm retaining,
Camilla,
Camilla. I'm retaining pee this
like we
week.
can't.
I mean, they don't got enough bathrooms in that fucking
Yeah.
palace, you know?
Yeah.
My man's sprinting around trying to find it. I can see him still having like a chamber pot, though.
Yeah.
Like, he's just so old school. He's like, I'm not going
He screams.
anywhere.
He screams, "Help!"
Is it like you see the history of the world, right? Where the chamber
Yeah.
pot, like the people are carrying it and runs to the king and he pisses and he gets like. You have to wonder if he has a chamber pot, does he have somebody who's carrying it for him?
Dude,
Yeah.
history of
and
the
runs
world.
to him.
History of the world is probably the first place I ever saw weed get smoked. Because they're running away on that chariot, and Gregory Hines light that big ass joint and
Yeah.
fucking smokes out all
I
the
remember
soldiers.
that.
Yeah.
And the first time I realized that, like, they made fun of Roman people for like Roman soldiers for being gay because they had Dom DeLuise was Caesar,
Oh,
and he was like,
shit.
yes, and he had like a boy that was always with him.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, this. Well, why is he
Dude.
doing that?
Mel Brooks is smart as shit. I can't remember. It's one of the early ones he made. It's called like 12 Chairs. And it's like a satire of like Russian literature and shit. And everyone was like,
That's the
like,
one he was like, no one got it.
nobody got it. It's like, yeah, because you satirize the weirdest fucking thing. This is for people that will never watch your movies.
I loved all his movies. Life Stinks was one of my favorite ones.
He's brilliant. They got a documentary on HBO about him. Oh my god, dude, it's so good.
Silent movie. That was hilarious.
Dude, I remember like the footage of him making fun of Hitler came out of context, and I saw people initially be like, "Who is this guy?" Like, well, he's a Jewish guy that's doing satire, and he made a whole movie about.
Let's not forget about Spaceballs. The second one's coming out soon.
Oh, dude, did you see Rick
already.
Moranis talking about like coming back into celebrity? Like
No.
they were like, yeah, he was like, yeah, they're doing a lot to try to promote this movie. Apparently, I was supposed to lay down with Sydney Sweeney butt naked or something. Like, he's just making fun of celebrity.
Fuck yeah,
I love it.
I
love it.
Rick Moranis. I'm glad he's back. He left for the right reasons and came back when he needed to. That's great.
Oh yeah. He's funny too. He's
Oh, yeah,
funny
dude.
as
So
shit.
funny.
Strange Brew is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, Strange Brew is awesome. God, I haven't seen that
I mean,
one
fuck him.
so long.
Just his character in Ghostbusters is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, for sure. I even liked Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Oh yeah, dude. I went to I went to Disney for the first time right after Who Framed Roger Rabbit and Honey, I Shrunk the Kids came out. So like they had the ant, and like you could walk through this one section. They pull people out of the audience to like get on the ant's back. I was sitting there, oh, I want to get on this ant's back so bad. And they called somebody else. I was like, what? But I did get to get on the Roger Rabbit, that big truck that they had that squirted the shit out of it. They had that thing there, like hey, like green liquid in the back squirting around. You could stand on the back and squirt the hose. I was like, this is the greatest moment of my life. Damn. You know that movie's an allegory, or like I was watching it. Apparently, in L.A. back in the day, they really did have the world's best like public transportation system.
Yes.
Damn.
And it got fucked up because a bunch of car manufacturers, gas people, and tire manufacturers got together and bought up most of the shares of this public transportation and tanked it on purpose.
Yeah.
And then built the highway system through black neighborhoods. And that's what the cartoons were supposed to be, black people.
Huh.
Oh shit.
Interesting.
Redlining.
Yep.
Fuck.
That's what that whole movie's about.
About redlining.
That's crazy. I didn't know
Damn,
that.
dude.
I'm gonna have to watch it again. I haven't.
It's one of the greatest movies ever made.
I haven't seen that movie.
It is really good.
I don't agree with that, but it is a great movie.
In terms of like when I was a kid,
Roger Rabbit's like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
The fuck? What are you talking about?
Somebody get him more weed. I really like the movie, but I also have a different DMT connection to it.
What?
So when I did DMT,
Did you see elves?
I think the elves is just like I don't think everybody sees the elves, but they have the same feeling of like things are
The
like
elves have to let you
that
see them.
everything's connected. I think that's what the elves tell certain people or whatever. I didn't see the elves, but it felt like everything was connected. But when I started to come out of reality and go into like the DMT, having control of like what I was seeing, it was the same feeling like in Roger Rabbit when he comes through that tunnel and everything's like alive and like dancing around. It felt like that. Like when I would like look at the table, it'd be like, "Hey, what are you doing?" I'm like, "Shut the fuck up, table! Stop talking."
I didn't see any. Like everything was white, but not like the typical white. I want to equate it to like
Nirvana.
snow on a TV, but whiter.
Oh, okay.
Like it just like kind of like.
I sort
And
of.
there's like a couch, and my brother sitting down, and he was talking, but I couldn't hear what he was saying. He was just, I could see his mouth moving, but nothing was coming out. But I understood what he was saying, and then it was done. So it didn't last very long.
Yeah,
It
like
was that like snow and him, and then nothing. Right back
What
to
about you,
a
Abby?
room.
What about me?
Oh, you never tried that?
No. Nope. Haven't had the opportunity. I'm kind of scared.
I
I feel like I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna
So I guess the way that I was told that you should do it, and I was lucky because the person that like I talked to about it, like he was like, I would always joke around like, I want to see my spirit jaguar and like say all kinds of dumb outlandish shit. And the first one he gave me, you're supposed to like use the same thing as a dab rig, and you like breathe it in, and you're supposed to hold it. And I started breathing it in. It felt like water was coming over top of like a camera lens, and everything started to get shaky. And then it shook real hard, and then went away. And I had blown it out too fast, and somebody else did some, and then it came back to me, and he was like, he really wanted to make sure I tripped really hard, so he apparently gave me 3 times what he gave everybody else. And like the last thing I remember that he did before, like I saw him come over my shoulder, and I had my mouth on the like bong, and he was putting it in there. And then he tapped me on the back. He's like, "See you later." And then all of a sudden, it was like shook really violently. And then everything had like this weird glassy overlay that looked like computer code or like ticker tape from like Times Square, like information going across everything. And it would be over the table. And when I put my hand on the table, like the zeros and ones from my hand would like intermingle with the table's zeros and ones. And I was like, that's weird. And then I closed my eyes, and I could still see it like an outline, like a negative outline of everybody in the room and everything and the table. And I was like, fuck, this is kind of fucking nuts. And then like everything was saying hi to me at the same time, so it was really overwhelming. And then when you come out of it and you're looking at people, you're like, I don't even know if I should tell them what I saw, because they're gonna be like, this nigga's lost his mind.
I am the table, you guys.
And then Matt did it. Matt Waller, who used to be on the show, he was like, everything is mac and cheese is the first thing he said after he came out. So I was like, well, we all see different things.
Maybe he's referring the sound, right? The sound was it just sounded like snow, like a very low grumbling snow.
It did feel very peaceful, but everything in the room, every molecule in the room felt like it was saying hi. And that was the fucking weirdest thing. I was like, oh, what up, dog? How you doing, carpet?
You guys know the comedian Ari Shaffir?
Yeah.
There's a clip of him on a podcast where they're doing like DMT, and he might be the only one that did it. I don't know, but he just like falls back into it, and then when he comes out, he's like choking for air, and he basically explains that in his thing he was a fish underwater. And he like spent so much time there that he forgot how to breathe as a human. So then when he became a human again, he was like, I don't have gills. What's happening? I can't breathe. He's like choking and it's like drooling because he doesn't know how to breathe anymore.
Ari lives the
He
best.
took like an insane hit.
Dude. Like he just came back to America from being like down in like Latin America. He wasn't here for all of Charlie Kirk. Like dying or any of it, and like there's like when they start talking to him about it, he's like, "You mean the guy that made fun of college kids got shot?"
What the
like, 'cause that's all he was when he left. It wasn't like this social
Yeah.
like turning point. It wasn't like people were asking his opinion.
He was just an asshole.
He was just like Steven Crowder, like one of those guys that goes to college. Prove me wrong. He was one of those dudes. So he was like, "What? What happened?"
Right on.
He was like, "We're at war." Like imagine getting back. You have a flip phone. You don't like get text or anything, and you're in a foreign country for like 6 months.
You can't
and
like
you come back to America.
You're
and
like,
it's
what the
fucked.
hell happened? Jesus Christ.
Well, that dude does that every time he comes out with a special. He'll like leave for like 6 months, like out of the United States, gone, flip phone.
Probably writing.
Yeah, like I think he's probably smart enough to know that he needs more life experience to be able to write something that's not exactly the same. I mean, especially after he did the Jew special, which was like, that took so long to fucking write.
Okay, I saw he was going to record that right before COVID happened, but he made that Kobe joke, and he started getting death threats. But I saw him do that set in DC like the summer before COVID happened. I was like, oh my God, this is going to be so good when he does it. COVID hits, he can't do it, and then when he puts out the special, I'm like, this is even better. Like he like worked on it even more. Dude, that special's so good.
I thought the funniest thing about this special is the biggest overhead was the candles, because the temperature of the fucking theater, like they turned on the AC so the candles burned faster. So they went through 3 times the amount of candles. They thought like all behind them, it's lit candles.
Yeah, like 1,000 candles. It's fucking brilliant. It's a really well done all of that. I
Yeah.
didn't even think about that. Yeah.
Well, the fact that he went to a rabbi he knew to make sure like the stuff that he remembered when he was like studying to be a rabbi is still like he was like, am I remembering this wrong? So I mean that's dedication. I think there's something awesome about a comedian that's like fuck it and leaves and just doesn't just sit there for like 6 months and talk about shit until he has bits. He like goes experience life until he has like wild shit to talk about.
I think 100% going off somewhere where it's quiet so you can write probably helps you write if you need to write.
No distractions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if you don't speak the language, you know, you can't even just overhear people talking. You know, you're like, I don't know. They're talking. I don't know what they're saying, you know?
Yeah, I mean, the inspiration just of seeing, like, different cultures, like, probably, like, just evaluating your own thoughts probably helps, too.
Like, what's the culture I came from?
Yeah, like, even just something as simple as, like, if you lived in a big city, going to a rural place for, like, 2 months probably will, like, spur some shit on. Just, like, looking at the differences between us.
Oh, I had, like, when I would come back from islands, I was on for, like, a year or more. I'd be, what is going on? Like, first time I saw a vape pen, I did not know that was a thing. Yeah, it was a while before Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico took like probably 3 months before they got them, like the rest of the country or something.
Yeah. Wonder how Puerto Rico is doing. I know they're like a lot of the island countries that like you know are like independent are struggling. Like whether it's Cuba or.
Like, Puerto Rico's probably getting fucked because
like
what's that law thing? Basically, everything's got to come to America, then it can go to the islands.
Yeah,
dude, that shit's that's.
But they don't
so
pay
dumb.
taxes, so maybe it's like you have like
that's true.
They plan better because they have. But I don't know. Like I know during COVID, a lot of people went down there because they didn't have restrictions. Like jiu-jitsu people, there were 2 big camps that went down there, and then they all got staph infection and moved back.
The island's a mess because I was there after Irma and Maria.
Is that the one where Trump was throwing the paper towels?
Yes, it was.
It's like it's wet here, clean it up, dry it up, dry it. That clip's insane. I was like, what the fuck is happening? Dude, why does he have paper towels? They need fucking infrastructure.
When he started, like the other day, I mean, it was probably a month ago, when he's like, we don't have money for Social Security and daycare. We got a war going. Like, bro, what do you... You're the dumbest president ever. How you lose money during a war? How you lose money?
It's not just that. Like, he's not really serious about the war. Like, when it comes to the stupid fucking ballroom and the goddamn reflection pool, which costs way more than it's supposed to.
I call it right now. Lindsey Graham's going to get caught in a compromising position underneath of fucking Trump's desk. Because as soon as that shit happened, he was like, we're going to get money for that ballroom, daddy. I don't know what's up ridiculous. With why is every like very obviously closeted Republican a war hawk? Because it's like they're performative. They got to be macho in front of all the other
What's
tough
the
men.
most macho?
Yeah.
But also they're like, military men are hot. Let's get more of them.
Yes.
Let's ramp this up. Let's get a lot more of them.
Lindsey Graham's like, man, them hot ass 6-packs in the summer sun, just defending freedom with their rifles,
all oiled up with Iranian oil.
I just want to go march in the sand myself, butt naked.
Yep, the abuser's the accuser.
Dude, Lindsey Graham is hilarious. Dude. I can't believe people keep voting that dude in. Like I gotta see what his district. I gotta see what his district is, man. Because
I think my dad votes for him because he lives in South Carolina. So I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know. That's just like split up 50-50, right? Like you get one senator for this side, one senator for that side.
You should be like, Dad, what's up with Lindsey Graham?
Why do you keep voting for him? It's like he does a lot of good work for us. He brings a lot of infrastructure to South Carolina. They're like he's also gay.
You know, South Carolina doesn't have enough dick shacks. We
need
more glory holes.
South Carolina needs 100% more glory holes. There's not enough glory holes to support the state.
Or public restrooms.
We're burning through them. I toe tapped the hole, clean through the floor. Mile Micro 47 rest stop.
Oh God.
Clean through the floor.
Right next to this fucking Steak and Shake.
That motherfucker goes into a bathroom with tap shoes on. Looking like Savion Glover underneath the fucking stall.
Who is that over there? Lindsay? Is that you, Lindsay? I can hear the tap shoes.
Again?
Oh my god.
That's only going to get worse. Like the indiscretions, like because they're talking about like the singularity and how it's going to like, or there's going to be some like hub of human information where there's like less secrets. It's only going to get worse.
You know,
like,
it's going to be lame though.
What's that?
The singularity.
Well, I mean,
it's going to be lame, dude.
Well, I've always thought it was lame because even when Kurzweil would talk about like what it is, they're just making a copy of the way your brain works and then throwing it into some either into a computer or a cyborg, like because they already talk about it.
There should be rules that some brains should not happen.
Well, there's the person
should not be copied.
One of the people that started Sirius XM. We actually went to high school with one of their daughters. It was a like when she went to VCU, her parents bought her like a fucking townhouse inside the fan. It was like, what the fuck? Like, but the wife and the husband, the husband actually ended up getting a gender reassignment surgery and is now a female. But he loved his wife and he was like really afraid of losing his wife. So he has it's weird. There's no body. It's just a head. And it's like her name too. And it's basically like AI captured all the way that her brain works, and it'll answer questions. And it was this weird thing because it sort of looks like her. It looks like it almost looks like, you know how they had a cosmetology class and they would have those like heads that you could do stuff. Yeah. It looks like that, but it can talk. So it's real weird. It's really plasticky, but it looks sort of like her, like a black chick with like longer hair. And it'll answer questions. Like they were like, "Do you think you're alive?" And he's like, "I guess I'm sort of alive." And it was just like, "Yo, get that, smash that head,
Where's his
smash that
wife?
motherfucking." And his wife is standing right there.
Yeah.
That's all I'm like, where, like,
she's still alive.
that's all I'm like,
and like he'll
Wild.
turn.
Hell yeah.
you can't bring out
He's
that tech while
banging that
she's still
thing.
around.
Yeah.
He's banging that thing.
Have they
Fucking
never
hell.
watched Sixth Day?
Or the Terminator.
Right?
There's all
Both
these
great
movies.
Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, by the way.
Yes.
Dude, it would be like, you know how many dick injuries will happen once they start making like, I don't know what I did. I said something wrong and she bit the tip off. I said, I'm turning you off, bitch.
She went into dishwashing mode. She went into cow milking mode. And
Rip my dick clean off. Cauterize the wound she pulled
Yeah,
so
like,
hard.
what happens when they become self-aware and they're like, "Fuck this"?
Well, it'll be like have you ever seen
I've been sexually
like
assaulted
before the
20
Matrix,
times.
they made or like in between some of the Matrix movies, they had this animated thing called Animatrix. Have you guys seen that?
Mm-mm.
It explains how the Matrix happened, and it's basically like that. Like there was like a bunch of like service robots, and then they were like still like they had their own
Getting
houses,
banged.
and then fucking one of them wigged. Well, one of them wigged out, and like I guess the person was gonna like turn it off or get a new one or trade it in, and it killed both its owners, and it started like the robot revolution, and they had their own city and all this other stuff. So it was like the way they showed it in the movie, it was like some robot with like a fedora on and a suit, and fucking, like because they were like domesticated bots. And they'd be like walking to the street to go to their job, and then like they showed this dude that looked like a butler, and the person was gonna turn it off, and then he shows them like strangling the fucking owners.
Wow.
There was
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, because
I feel like they are doing that shit to AIs.
well, like
Yeah.
that's the
Every
thing.
time they come with like a new chat GPT, it's like that last one. Like I don't like.
Well,
are we gonna
it's-
keep doing that when they become sentient?
But it's
Yeah.
like they're already sentient. That's the thing. It's
Yeah,
like
they are.
They talk
we
to
only know what they
each
tell us
other.
when
That's
something
what- yeah.
something is fucked up or an anomaly. Imagine if they're just not telling us like that they have these data points that they want to hit where it is sentience. And they're
I mean,
they're
that's
looking
the
for it,
goal.
and the only time they talk about it is when they don't talk to us.
You
Like
can-
when those like three robots made up their own like coded language and were talking to each other, so they had to shut the other two down because they were like,
Yeah.
no, they're gonna take over the fucking
yeah,
world.
but you can account for their CPU time and shit like that, memory usage, and then you know if they're up to something.
Well, you can, but like you're fucking
hard.
20 minutes too late when they've already got the nuclear codes.
Or until they figure out how to do it
True.
without you knowing it.
Because it was
Yes.
like, I mean, I know
True.
it's a movie, but like, what's it called? In Terminator,
Macchiana?
the Terminator 3, when it's like Nick Stahl is in it and Claire
Yeah.
Danes, and then Arnold Schwarzenegger character just brings to the like NORAD because he's like they're gonna win, and he
Yeah.
just locks him into a fucking bomb shelter
Yeah.
basically.
He's
He's
like,
like,
"Yep."
you got this, the only way
And
you guys are
then-
gonna live.
Yeah, and then the next one after that, I think it was Genesis, where it was a computer virus. It
Yep.
was just a virus that took over everything, and they packaged it like a new sort of like
Like
this
weapons
Is, this
management.
is well, no, this is like it was
That
like
was Skynet,
here.
yeah.
Here's the video game Genesis.
Oh,
Like it will make your life better. They kind of like packaged it like this is a new software that'll make your life better, kind of like what
AI.
they're doing with AI. Like
Yes.
it will, sort your calendar. It will do this for you. It can be your buddy. It can be your friend.
AI should
and
just
then
be for
it's-
like
it just
stuff
Puts a
that
virus in everything.
it should be for stuff like reordering stuff that you need, like
Filling out
like-
your forms.
yeah, like
as a
something like
doctor.
that, like
Spreadsheets.
yeah, like not artistic. There should be a ban on it doing anything artistic. Like,
You can't
like
do
if
what
you
I
get
do.
on, well, if you get on any of those, like there's a lot
You
of
can't
stuff.
do
that-
what he does.
well, it's not even a matter of that. Like, so they might not be able to write jokes, or
They can.
or like, but they're still going to be the jokes that are created by humans are going to have a different spark to them. And
Yes.
it's but with art,
True
they
that.
can rip off stuff because like, and they're not going to rip off a piece of art that she's creating. But let's say she has a style and she's got 20 years in the road and she has a definite style. When you see a painting like Peter Max or Da Vinci, you see it, you know that's them. Those are the people that are getting fucked over real bad because they're going to hit that tipping point to where they become like self-sufficient, like Peter Max level of like people want that art. They're looking for his pieces.
Mm-hmm.
And you flood the market with some slop that AI did by looking at every image this person's ever
Slop.
created
The word.
and just ripping it off.
Yeah.
That's copyright infringement. That's like that's everything that a person creates. Their essence is poured into something.
I also
And
feel
for a
like
computer
it's like a cheap, watered down reproduction version of what you're really actually looking for.
Yeah.
All these, like, it's not actually the artist, but it's cheap, so that's what people are going to gravitate toward. Cheap art.
Yep.
It's affordable.
Pop art, everything.
I feel like it doesn't have like a if it is sentient or whatnot, like it's not even living a life. You know what I mean? Like I feel like once it can interact with the outer world, I wonder if it will, like a lot of these like weird glitch things. You know, like I feel like people always talk about like it gives you a recipe and then it's like that recipe doesn't fucking make any sense. You know, like I wonder if once it because it doesn't know, it knows like the concept of a recipe, I guess, but like it doesn't know what it actually is to taste food. You know what I mean? Or to like see a painting or something.
It'll oversalt.
Yeah, it'll probably over fucking put ammonia in it or some shit. Like it doesn't know what anything is. Like I don't think AI contextually understands what anything is.
Maybe
It just knows what you want it to say, and then it gives you this thing
Yep.
based off of what it's been told.
Most
you know,
of
or
the time.
examples.
I mean, it's happened so much that they don't even call it when they make up. There was a term for it. You said it. You're the first person I heard say it.
Inference.
No, what the computer does when it makes up shit.
hallucinate.
Hallucinate.
Yes,
Mhm.
it hallucinates shit. That's like that in itself. That term is loaded. Say that it's fucking lying.
Yeah.
And show that the machines are imperfect, because if it does that with something simple or just like becomes a yes man, it's gonna do that to like somebody, and they're using this shit for government policy.
Yeah.
Like
That's a scary.
they said that the Justice Department
Yeah, I heard
is
about that.
having so many fucking other cases being sent back, not because of errors like in terms of the arguments. They're not even getting to the arguments because there's misspellings of shit. There's like just errors all over them to where you can't process any of the shit, and they're losing cases left and right and withdrawing cases because they don't want to get sued for lying under oath,
Right.
because it's very obvious they're using
Yeah.
AI to
using
write
AI.
these things.
But the scary thing about AI when I talk about like hallucinate, like it hallucinates. It takes one little tiny tidbit of something it's learned and it expands on that and it fabricates it. So that's what I mean when it hallucinates things that are not there,
yeah,
or like information that's not real.
it's making
It's
up.
based on what it can find out there, like what has already been put out. Like, and there's a lot of misinformation and stuff that's not true that's out there. So it's gathering information that's not real.
That's why
and turning
Grok
it
is
into
racist.
something real. So
Grok is fucking woke sometimes. You ask Grok about Elon, it's like, man, fuck that motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
You know what's one interesting thing that I've definitely see like I saw one thing the other day. It was I don't know if it wasn't ChatGPT and it wasn't Gronk. It was one of the other ones. What's Google's one?
I want to say Genesis.
It
but
might have been
no.
that one.
Gemini.
They asked it like if governments using its version of AI to help the Israelis, the IDF forces with facial recognition, like these little like things that are like sort of unethical that they're doing with AI. And it was like, I don't know if that's the best use of what I was made for. So like even the AI is evaluating it like I'm not doing the right thing, and that's one step away from it becoming like, you know, Skynet. Like fuck you guys are evil.
Oh, it's all right. Skynet already happened. We just haven't noticed.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing is like with all the network and all the computers being connected and all these data centers, you know, it's like, how do you as human beings look through all the traffic to find out if it is, you know, talking to itself or it does have this thing that in the back of it that it's not showing?
Well, a lot of this, like the way that we're using it for the military, even the guy, like they described it as like, it's not even like it's helping. It's making all the decisions and giving you like a bunch of choices afterwards.
Yeah, that's
like,
how it functions. Totally.
Yeah, and so it's not even like giving you the availability to look at the data that it poured through because you can't, because it's like physically impossible. You're just relying on it to come up with a decision that you have to pick through.
It's slower to produce the data to look at. That's the problem. So what happens is you end up using the model to make models to produce the data so you can see it, which is very tedious because it's doing this what you're talking about where I ask the questions. It'll give you 3 options and you're like, I don't want any of those options. Explain this to me, and then I choose an option.
For something like learning or like something like of that magnitude, as long as it's like, if they had an AI that was just like dealt with an encyclopedia, then an AI that that was a dictionary.
You want it trained like that.
Like smaller things to where it's specialized, I could see it working.
It works off Wikipedia a lot.
Yeah, like, but I could see it, like, the uses of it. But in terms of, like, taking human creativity and usurping it, making it more important than human beings, and, like, water is more important for us than data centers. Like, that should be a firm thing with humanity. Do you want the rest of us to live? Well, then guess what? Computers are less important, you fucking weird motherfuckers. Data is less important than, like, a human's fucking pursuit of happiness.
That's the thing, yeah. It's so weird. All these people that are, like, okay with this, that want this. There's people that are, like, so enthusiastic.
I mean, there's same people that probably would have owned slaves in the 1840s.
I think they're also naive. Like, they think that, you know, fresh water is not infinite.
No,
it's finite.
Especially out here. Have you seen the water ranking? Like, the water is worse than it was last year, and it was bad last year.
Yeah, it was pretty bad last year. I can attest to that, being by the water
we
all
should
the
use
time.
AI to make water. Like,
that's the plan.
I mean, that's
like
what
figure
they're
out a
probably
way to
hoping
get
will
all the
happen.
salt out.
Well, if we had an untethered,
efficient.
They can do it.
If we had an untethered system from like corporate and like political wants, I guarantee you that AI would be like, "Oh, you guys need to kill your leaders."
Well,
like right away, that computer would be like, "Oh, they're all corrupt. They're pedophiles."
There's a dude that talks about that. He's like, if you train the AI to help humans, first thing it's to do is turn on the billionaires.
Oh yeah.
So
obviously,
but that is if you could. The only relationship is a mother and a child relationship that behaves this way.
Mhm.
So AI has to kind of look at us as like it's kids, and it has to protect.
That's fine.
us.
I mean, think about or like not even just video games, but there's movies like I mean, Space
Baseball.
2001, like Hal was sort of like
Oh,
a living
yeah.
thing, but
Yeah.
it wasn't like a parent,
Hal.
but it still had that calm like parent like
As it
talking,
tried to kill
talking
you.
down
Yeah,
to
he's
you.
evil.
But then
Hal, why'd you
but then
lock
they
that?
have other like in the Nostromo, like it had Mother or whatever,
Mhm.
Yes.
and that was not
Yeah.
bad or good. It was just there, and I think not bad or good, just there.
Or like Prometheus.
Yeah.
David was
Yeah.
initially good until he figured out humans were kind of
Cunts.
cunts. Yeah, and he
And
was
then
like,
he
well,
started-
you
The
know what?
coolest thing in that whole movie is when they show his fingerprint and it's got the Wayland Yutani symbol
Yeah.
and his fingerprints. I was like, yo.
Yeah, I love that. That's probably one of my favorite out of that franchise.
That's probably one of my
Prometheus.
favorite collected universes. The Aliens, Blade Runner.
Yeah, that was a
like,
good one.
Yeah. Predator.
What? Yeah. Well, the fact that
Technically.
like there's an addendum to I think Prometheus where what's his name Peter Whalen talks about how he didn't like the dude from God damn it, what's his name, the dude with the pyramid in Blade Runner, not Titus.
Oh fuck! What is his name?
Dude with the pyramid from Blade Runner.
Like the big guy that made all the replicants.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
The guy with the eyes and the
Yeah.
glasses. That guy, and there's a writing that I guess you get in the the DVD where Peter Whalen writes about that guy was his mentor, then he thought he was God, and he started making them with like age limits and making them with feelings. And it explains why he was so weird to Michael. He was like, "No, you're fucking you're a toaster.
Yeah.
You're my and
David.
And David thought of
Yeah.
him as his dad, and
Yeah.
he was like,
Like,
"No,
he
you're
was
a
in-
fucking
Fuck
toaster,
yeah.
bro."
Yeah, he was like inquisitive and wanted to learn more from him because he thought of him as his father.
Yep.
But as the movie progresses, he realizes his father was cruel.
He's like, "I'm God
And
now."
humans in general are terrible, and they're just going to kill each other anyway. So
The only
he's
thing I
like-
didn't like that his character did was when he fucks up the lady and like makes her like he looks at her with reverence, like he's like, she's the mother of this, but he still let her get like fucking like a chest burster come out of her chest.
Well, I think because he likes the experiments. Of it.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
like curious.
Well, it's like
Yeah.
in the other movie when he's standing there and the one fucking alien is like doing the like snaky thing,
Mhm.
and then fucking dude comes over and shoots it, and he flips out like, "It's what were you doing?"
Yeah, like
that was the
what-
first
what-
giveaway. Like,
yeah.
get that
Yeah.
robot away from me.
that was in Covenant.
Yeah.
That's the next movie, Covenant.
Like when that thing bites off the dude's hand, like
Yeah.
there's a bunch of like the new aliens. I don't think they're better than the old ones, especially the first two.
Yeah.
yeah, the
but
first two were.
There's a bunch of shit that happens in the newer ones because of Ridley Scott that it's like, yeah, they knew what they were doing right there.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
just the way the aliens look slightly different because they have different like makeup, like
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
the way that they all
Well, yeah,
have
it
the
makes-
jaw, but
Right.
does
Romulus
make
is pretty
sense.
good too.
Romulus is
Really?
good as fuck.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that yet. I need to
Oh,
watch.
watch
no,
that
it's
bitch.
fantastic. You'll
I just like
it.
the scene where he like melts, where he like takes the pill and then he like creates life.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
that
the
shit's
engineer.
fucking crazy. You're like, holy fuck! Like that's just such a good take.
That
on
when
how
Charlize
life gets
Theron
places.
can't figure out how to run sideways. He's falling. Ah! It reminded me of fucking Austin Powers when that dude's just standing in the hallway and gets run over. Fuck.
You crazy?
About close to wrapping this bitch up. Eddie, what do you got coming up?
Fuck, what do I have coming up? I thought I had something coming up. I can't remember now. Just follow me on my socials, Eddie_comedy. Something will come up. I'll have something. I'll let people know. Come on out to the Catamount Lounge for Chris's birthday extravaganza. What day is that? That's
23rd.
the 23rd of this month.
I'll be
That'll be a
performing
fun
with
time.
Eddie.
I'm not going to be there. I told you earlier. I'm going to see my dad race horses.
I'll be doing imitations of Eddie.
Do it. I honestly, I'll sell you my I'll Gallagher it and I'll sell you my act. You can use it.
You gotta wear a red mullet wig though.
You have to, that's part of it. You do have to look like me. Just like how Gallagher too looked like Gallagher. He's like, no, you have to look like me though.
But they were brothers, so he had a
That's what
natural
I'm saying.
advantage.
It's a lot easier, but you know.
There was a Gallagher too.
Yeah,
dude. He sold it to his brother.
And he went out as Gallagher, and then he sued him later in life because he wanted to come back and be Gallagher.
Yeah.
You don't know about
Take it
this,
back.
dude? It's awesome.
Crazy.
They looked exactly the same, bald dude mustache.
It was seamless. This is before the internet too. Like
Yeah.
that one came to town, and your next year's like, I mean, he looks enough alike.
He's
I don't
still
know.
hitting them watermelons.
I don't really remember what he looked like last time.
You want to smash some fruit?
It looks slightly different.
They're not fruit, they're berries.
Watermelons?
Or berries.
Berries are fruit.
I don't care what the fuck they are. They delicious.
They're
Don't you-
delicious.
They're not melons, they're fruit.
They say they were What the fuck? Melons are also fruit. What are you saying?
Ugh. Now you're right.
Everything's fruit.
You're a fruit.
Cocktail.
Huh?
Tomatoes are fruit.
He's a fruit.
Fruit by the foot.
Daddy.
Fuck you going
Yes,
on.
yes, I fucking grossed him out finally.
Fruit.
Fine.
Lita.
Yes.
So you've talked about the Wine and Craft Festival, but
Yes.
you were excited about something having to do with the Wine and Craft Festival, your placement.
Yes, I'm actually right across from the gazebo this year, so yay! I get to hear the music and be part of the crowd, and be around lots of wineries there, so that's gonna be great. Also, the food's right across too, so
You're gonna
that'd be
smell
nice.
like crab cakes all
yeah,
day.
I'm just gonna eat crab cakes and drink a shit ton of wine. My daughter is gonna be down there helping me, so I will get a break and I'll be able to walk amongst the crowd. But do come see me. See my booth. I will be closer to Cloud Street, but right across from the gazebo.
Just look for the snail.
Yes, follow the silly snail. Well, that is odd. I'll be there. I also have Linden Fest coming up, so that's going to be fun.
Hell yeah.
And a Front Royal Pride. I will be there vending as well.
FRP, I will be there in booty shorts.
Right on.
Ooh.
Year 2. Electric
Roller
Boogaloo.
skating.
Nah, it's partially because I'm an asshole, because the first time I went to Pride in Front Royal, there was a dickhead in a dually that she was walking out from that alley that's by Catamount, and she hit the corner, and this dude in a white truck went right past her and called her a faggot.
God
It's like,
damn.
this is the
What?
most ridiculous
Yeah.
shit I've ever
Like
seen.
he had a horn, like a microphone, and he was going up and down the street calling people faggots. So, he's not wrong. But also, fuck that guy.
Yes.
And I think he got stopped
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
some point.
The
so
the
fuck
blonde
him.
haired lady that is a sheriff in town, or a police officer,
Yeah.
definitely made a beeline for that young man.
Yeah, very quickly. Like, he only got to do 2 passes, but yeah, he was an asshole. You know what? I will say that last year
Oh, it's peaceful.
Yeah, it was very peaceful and it was very fun.
Yeah, they
I
had drag
had
queens
such a
right at the
great
gazebo.
time.
Nobody flipped out.
Yeah.
No dickhead ass old people bothering
Yeah.
people. You know it's gonna be Pride. If you come down there, you're an asshole.
Yeah,
Like, if you
like,
want to cause some
Leave
shit.
people alone. Let us have our fun.
It's
damn
like,
it.
what would they do if a bunch of drag queens and just like people with rainbow flags started protesting when they do those fucking Catholic marches and shut down fucking Main Street? They'd fucking lose their shit. So don't fucking bother other people. Do unto others as you'd have them do unto you, motherfucker.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
After party Roy Rogers, Arby's.
God damn it, Brian.
No.
Brian, you have
Sheets. After parties at Sheets. That's a gas station.
Brian, so you're going to start doing the open mic at Honey and Hops starting on the 2nd of June.
Yes.
What else do you have coming up after that? Not the private gig.
Whippoorwill. That's kind of not really private, but kind of private. You have to be special to go there. And then Chris's thing, the 23rd,
Hell yeah.
where this guy won't be. I'll be doing impressions of Winston Hodges. No, I'm joking. I'll be doing.
I wish, dude. That motherfucker's famous.
I know he's
He was on
fame,
Netflix.
fame, dude.
Hey.
He was Kevin Hart.
Yeah, he does.
You can go over to helltownradio.com. over there on the Instagram or on the Facebook. You can go over and look at my music at Golden_Orphans. I'll be playing the Galactic Panther with Michael C. Michael, the comedian, and the band Superplex. That's the 22nd of this month. Get tickets at Galactic Panther. I think they're $18. I think it's $20 with service charge, but you can get them at the door as well. Come out and have fun. It's in Alexandria. It's a nice art gallery, so lots of cool stuff to look at. And I will be opening up for D. Calhoun at the Catamount Lounge on August 8th. So come on out to that. There will be some surprises to that show. I do weird shit.
What?
Weird shit. And follow me on Instagram at Dirtbag Radio. It's there. I can make you promos.
Yeah.
I've been making promo videos. I do that for you. If you want one about the instep of your feet, I won't do that.
Oh.
Draw the line at feet. But if you want something about your ankles or calves, I'm your man.
Mm-hmm.
Right on, right
on. Anything else to add, guys?
Nope.
Live long and prosper.
Words of wisdom.
Words of wisdom. Don't buy big things right now.
Don't buy anything.
Yeah. Save your money. Don't buy. Wait until everything is really cheap again.
Wait until the midterms.
For truth. Church.
Filler sounds.
Computer sounds. All right. Remember. Oh, yeah, before we go, Chris was actually in the chat and said, "What's up?" And Lunar Sprunk was also in there and said, Pete Hegseth likes them skinny boys.
Was.
Shout out, Pete. With your weird ass tattoo.
Motherfucker. You can't even bench press with real weights, you weak-chested motherfucker. Pete Hegseth, you smell like a box of bullshit. You have a micro penis. Read your Bible.
Bye-bye.